about it as we're going. But
for all intents and
Work your
purposes.
way up. I'm on. You're up.
oh yes, okay. Welcome back to Red Bluff Battle Reports, where we had a record-setting event last stream, where Mason, the strategist, finally got beat by 6 points by none other than Tyranids. It's an inspiration because today we're unveiling the Tyranid board. You've probably seen it in the pictures on the Battle Report page, but we're actually unveiling the board today. We're going to play it for the first time on stream, and Zach here is going to play with me. The hunter is going to try and hunt some bugs. He's coming to the home world. So, anyway, we're going to go over...
Now, who made this table?
I did, Battle Ready Brushworks, but it's all custom, all scratch build. It took me over a week and probably about 40 or 45 hours to actually put together, build, and paint this. I really did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. So it was a passion thing for me. Since it's matched to my army, I thought, yeah, something I could do that I really enjoy. Actually, the funny part is the terrain is better painted than the models are. It has more layering on the chitin. Anyway, so today we've already gone over our lists. We've talked about that. We're actually starting to deploy. We're going to be playing a retrieval mission. I did want to go over our sponsors, Nexus Game Emporium. Yep, Nexus Game Emporium. Yep, thank you. I wanted to give a quick little shout out to Alan at the Matrix 2. They've had some supply issue problems, but I've been able to get some things that I've been looking for, so I'm very happy to see that they're finally starting to get more bugs in. But so, Red Bluff, Nexus, if you're in Reading, go to Matrix. They're both great places. And thanks again to Johnny putting on the stream here and upping our output. What did we change to? What was that? 4K?
We're going to show.
Oh yeah.
This is what we'll be installing this
So.
week.
This week we're going to be installing fancy new camera system.
For our overhead.
I don't know anything about it, but it's high quality, high digital. I'm afraid to drop this thing. I had a $1,000 camera, but it was really nice. It's something we're going to do. So hopefully you can see more of what's going on the table and really enjoy the game as much as we do. We're going to work on some more things as we progress. There may even be another giveaway in the future.
We are currently doing a giveaway right here.
Oh yeah, that's...
All you have to do is subscribe to YouTube.
Correct. So all you got to do to get the giveaway, we're giving away the Hexmark Destroyer, which is that pistolier from the Necrons. All you got to do to get this to subscribe to Red Bluff Battle Reports YouTube channel. Am I right? That's the way to do it. YouTube channel, just the YouTube channel. So that's all you got to do. It's the only thing, and then you get your name entered in a hat for this one. So that's pretty awesome. I kind of want to give a shout out in the future. In May, we're going to be doing premiering Sisters of Battle, which are coming soon. That's one army I'm working on right now, and Zach's going to be premiering that one. The Hunters are going to hunt with a different army. That'll be kind of nice. We'll get to that one here at the end of this month. So anyway, let's go back to the game. We've already started some of the deployment. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and you've got 4 in. So I'm on 5th.
And then secondaries that I took are Warrior Pride, which is charge 2 units, get 3 points, or be within engagement range and get 3 points. And then I'm taking Scramblers and a new one that I've never taken before, since he's got 6 monsters and three of which are characters. I'm going to take Glory Kills. So if I kill one of his monsters, then I get 3 points. If I kill one of his characters, I get 2 points. If I can't do that, because they're both kind of pretty high multi-wound models, then if I take 3 wounds off, then I get 1 point. So the max I can get in one phase is going to be 5 points. Theoretically, I should be getting 2 points at the very least.
So we looked at it as there is a way to get 15 out of it. So it is a possibility. He's going to shoot for it. So put the Swarmlord down as the next one. You're on the next one. I'm going to kind of go over the terrain a little bit while he's grabbing his army and putting his next unit down. So we have this terrain, because it's so custom, we kind of had to classify it early on in what we're planning on doing. There's going to be 4 pieces. This one, this one, this one, and this one, which are obscuring terrain, all of this terrain can be moved through, even with monsters, vehicles, and the like. As long as you can fit your model, you can move your model through it. And we do that just for aesthetics, because it's another one of those fancy boards that's designed that way. We want everybody to have a good time and don't want to rules lawyer or rule out because it's obscuring and you can't pass through if you're not an infantry, beast, or swarm. None of that. But they do provide 4 line of sight blockers and they are a base, so that's going to be a little bit difficult. So we're going to have to actually measure the bases and draw a line of sight straight up from the bases to obscure. They're supposed to be producing a fog, like this one here, which is kind of nice, and that will allow us to play at that level. The other three pieces are basically dense forests. That's how we're playing them, which is the minus to move and obscuring, or not obscuring, a -1 to hit, unless the shooter is within 3 inches of them, etc., etc. All the fun things with that. We just don't have any low-lying terrain in this setup, but we have a lot to do.
Real quick, Mr. Bondelli,
Yes,
while
sir.
you still have your models in, can you show the people which three are your wall we stand?
Oh, my wall we stand. So the three that I've chosen for, I haven't even gone over my secondaries yet, so we'll start with wall we stand. The Hive Guard unit, which is 270 points. The Broodlord, which is also 270 points here. Or not Broodlord, Swarmlord. It's 270 points. He's also my wall we stand. And then I have two Dimecharons. Now one of these has to be my wall we stand target just because of the design of the list. So I'm going to choose the one with the talon down as the wall we stand. The other one is available.
And something I learned, you don't have, when you have two, you don't have to pick the one until after a deployment, right?
Correct. You are, during deployment, you're supposed to mention the ones that, if you have two that are the same, you can choose which one you want. So let me get the small unit of Gaunts out here. Kind of chucked them on the table. I'm going to place the small unit.
Oh, and I am putting the jump pack guys.
So you are reserving a unit.
Yeah.
Got it. I've got the Termagant, Devourer Termagant unit in reserve, as well as the Ripper, and the Lictor. Ripper, Swarm, and the Lictors. So now that I've placed another, I'm putting a 10-man unit over here. Maybe that was a mistake. Just 2 moments. Yeah, we're actually gonna shift that to the left side.
Here's my wall we stand.
I'm shifting it to the left flank here.
Okay.
You can place your next one. I'm just gonna get the rest of them out. There's a couple that aren't part of that.
John, while we're going through the deployment phase,
Yeah.
we've gone from, last week we were with a very tournament legal, boring but legal terrain to this
Yeah, it
is
didn't
like
look
a more
as pretty.
narrative table.
Yeah, no, so we could actually even say, narratively, this is actually a Hive ship because it's even the ground. This mat is the alien mat from Frontline Gaming. It really does match with the Leviathan theme army, and so you're on a Hive ship trying to what is our mission here? Retrieval mission. So you're trying to retrieve something. You need to retrieve the pure strain of the Tyranid spore so that you can make a poison to destroy the. What is that? That's usually the way it goes. Make a poison
Something
to destroy
like that.
the Tyranids.
So what's the most challenge for you, Judge, when you're playing on a more like narrative table like this? What
Challenges? Trying to figure out where your lines of fire are going to be. Both sides are not equal, so really the roll off at the beginning to who chose a side, which I did win. I get to choose the side that had 3 pieces of terrain in the deployment zone. He only got to choose 2. We both only have 1 piece that's obscuring, the rest of it's just dense. But yeah, so we kind of played that route.
And that's where something like a laser line will help in a more narrative.
Yeah, we do have our laser line here. We both, now that he's got his gauge back, we both got our deep strike gauges. So those kinds of things. The biggest thing is to be clear on your intentions of what you plan on doing. So when you explain to your opponent what you're going to be doing, make sure that they are in the same boat with you, so they know how it's all going to work. It's kind of tough to deploy upon, I know.
The Space Wolves player is strategically placing his models, beautifully painted models, which
These are the incursors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his incursor units forward deployed here. I'm down to Dimecharons and 2 Dimecharons and a Tyranid Gaunt squad, so.
I'm just going to sneak in here for a minute, guys. Because I just, I'm trying to test.
You're playing with the new toy? No, that's okay. Have fun.
No, there's no fun allowed here. You know that.
What? This whole place is about fun.
What?
Changing the mind.
Yeah.
Final decision.
Yeah, this will be the final decision.
Final answer?
Is that your final answer? Yeah, I was going the same.
Would you like to phone a friend?
Would you like to phone a friend? Yes. Yes. Phone friends. And don't mind me, I just picked up dinner, so I'd be sipping on a soda pop. And
Mine came here too, so.
oh yeah, the pizza showed up. Fun things. So I did just play a really neat demon list. The guy has some beautiful custom demons on a previous table. I was trying a new list design that I've been running with the double barbed hair duel, but they're not painted, so they're not going on stream. But I really did enjoy that. If I can get my Harridan on live pretty quick, we can get one of those and put that on the stream too. Just because I want to play some of these lists that people are playing and winning with around the world as far as tournaments go. Tyranids have just so many adaptable things to do. And I truly enjoy it. You're next unit down. I'm next. I'm talking without placing units.
Tattoos on what?
Inside of his head.
Oh, nice. We'll see it on the 4K camera.
Yeah.
All right, we'll actually put him right there. He's right at the front of the deployment zone. Damn Kieran.
So the only shooter unit you have right now is the
Execute in the high
non-line of sight guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach, for pizza.
Yeah. So in reality, it's not going to make that much of a difference.
Your unit in?
Yep.
So I'm going to place this gaunt unit. Make sure I maintain my distance this time.
So, Hunter, you've played the Tyranids a couple of times, right? How'd it go?
Yeah.
So far, I've beaten John's Tyranids twice, but I've never played his double Damacaron list. So we'll see how it goes. They've usually been pretty tight games. So
They're always great games.
yes, they're always amazing games.
So you're going to get to see some cool stuff this time, hopefully. You saw it last time. We did stream once before, didn't we, when we were playing around with the adaptive physiology on that flying tyrant?
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
And that was on the Space Wolves table.
Yep. Yeah. So here we are, full flip over to the other side.
So there's our narrative.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
guys came to invade Fenris. We beat you back, and now we're taking the fight to you.
I love it. It's beautiful. All right.
But they have their double down cannons at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you come to the hive. You get the big, you get the big bulls by the horns. Okay, so gaunts are out. You got one more?
I've got a bunch more.
Oh, okay. Well, I got only one more, so you
Okay.
can place the next one, and then I'll put my fun thing down and let you play with it. I have to actually maneuver two gaunts back this direction. A couple gaunts back that direction. To make sure it's legal.
It's gonna be too full.
Control. There you go.
And just real quick, because I noticed it's starting to happen when you guys do your shooting and your fighting, don't just say this and that.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a bad habit of doing a few things. You want to do a dice bet today, sir?
He's already got dinner from
Yeah, I've already got dinner from Mason at
Hell's Kitchen, and
some fancy restaurant in Vegas.
oh, it was terrible. Mason kept digging himself a hole.
Did he really?
He's like, no. We're gonna do something different. And then Mason threw the dice off the table again. And then,
Sure, I'll let you choose. First round in Vegas. Round, not drinks for a night. First round.
Round. Yes, that's fair. So I'm gonna put the Dimacare 2.
now we're
This is
talking out of the
my.
box or on the floor.
I'm all on the table now, my friend. You get to have fun and play with this stuff.
Are you going dice bet out of the box or on the floor?
I think that we'll go with that clinkety clink when it bounces on the floor,
So that,
but that's just me. So
The way it works is like so they fold
oh,
over like
there's
that.
my keyboard on top of your
And I
head.
guess
I will be
That's fine.
putting
There's
these
nothing.
gaunts just out and about here.
so they go through on the opposite direction.
The reserves.
Now, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. For some reason this week, we've had nothing but problems with the stream.
Technical
We
difficulties.
double checked everything on our end, so I don't know if it's my service provider or what, but for 2.5 months we've been doing it no problem. But if it does go down, give us like 2 minutes to get back. 'Cause we know
And we'll
what
get it
tech-
back up and running shortly. We have the best tech guy in our group here, so
Cool.
if anybody can do it, Derv can do it.
Are you an owl now?
Yeah. Woo.
Okay, so now
Ooh.
the issue I'm running into is that like there's nothing that ties it down to this.
Okay, and I,
Go back.
just to go, Hunter, I got you down for Warrior Pride, Deploy Scramblers, Glory Kill, starting on
You
7
tell me it's
CC.
gonna be so
Correct.
You took deploy scramblers, huh?
I did.
I got you engage on all fronts, Judge, while we stand, Deploy Scramblers, and 8 command points, because you're spending one right off the bat, correct?
Yeah, I started with 9 in this initial list build because I'm running the double adaptive physiologies with the double upgrades. So adaptive physiology on the gosh, I'm drawing absolute fat blanks. Dermic symbiosis and adaptive physiology are the upgrades for these 2 units. So the Exocrine has dermic symbiosis, and the Hive Guard have adaptive physiology, which ignores AP neg 1 and neg 2. It also gives the Exocrine double his minimum wounds, or double his wounds for counting his bracket, and a 5-up invulnerable save. So most of the big bugs, actually I think all of the big bugs in this list have some sort of invulnerable save, which seems to be the key to running Tyranids presently. In my opinion, if you're running big bugs, they're too expensive and too squishy without an invulnerable save. It's almost like playing guard without as much toughness.
Alien Guard, there you go.
Yep.
Are those your Bulgrins?
With guns. Yeah, Bulgrins with grenade launchers that don't need to see you.
I gotta say, John Burns, I just played him. He had Bulgrins with the psychic defense, and they tied up Mortarion for 2.5 turns.
Correct.
It was
The being able to go, you can deny that spell though. Usually most of the time it's being cast
If
by
you
a
can
low level.
roll it, and
Well, I can't make the dice roll for you, Johnny. That just doesn't work that way.
Mortarion tried to deny it and rolled a 4. He was terrible.
Those things do happen. It is a dice game.
Can't you guys wait until the top of your heads are all in 4K? It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
You mean my bald head?
All heads.
We'll have to turn the.
It's gonna be
turn the
shiny. I'm
light
gonna
down
have.
even
I'm
more.
gonna have to start wearing my hat again.
We're gonna have to turn the light down even more.
Whoa.
I'm just talking smack. All right, so you're deployed.
Yep, I am deployed.
All right, we're going to the overhead.
Yeah, buddy. All right.
I will stab your finger.
Okay.
Good luck.
Quick,
All
just
right.
to make sure,
Your dice.
with the deployment, do you want to get first turn there, Hunter?
Yes, I always. Well, see, this is the difficult thing. So, I track all my games with the ITC app. I have a 66% win rate going second. So I don't know. My brain says yes, I want first turn, but
Mainly because you don't want me to have first turn.
but my win rate says it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My win rate says second is better.
John, good idea with the lights. Look how good it looks with the tone down light.
It is. It is. Yeah, it was just a little thing I noticed. That's all we can do is kind of dial it in, tweak it all in.
But when
So,
you guys put a shadow on it, it looks even better.
Are we ready to roll? So you get this fantastic. I'm
Okay,
rolling
real
in the
quick.
black box. You're rolling in the purple box.
Tyranids black.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Because one thing that got pointed out to me is we have our dice traits. John, you're rolling in black, right?
Hold on, I'm gonna make it red.
No, it's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
No, I know, but see how the dice trays are on
Oh
the
yeah, they're opposite.
So someone pointed it out and I never thought of that.
Again?
So I'm rolling in the red.
Okay, there you go. Line your box up, sir.
I'm working on it. I can't see the box. There it is.
So now we have the
There
box in the right spot.
I can't quit. It's just hard.
Do we? Yes, we do. Tyranids on the side. Box on that side. Beautiful. Good
Go
job.
for it. You're still.
Is it off a little? We got it.
There you go.
Just didn't-
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, here we go.
The battle begins here.
5.
Oh,
You got a 5?
Yep.
Jinx. Wait, what's the dice bet for Jinx?
Yeah. Nobody.
3.
1.
Woohoo!
First turn to you, Hunt
hold on,
Man.
let
Me
me-
and my brother get trouble.
So we're gonna give him the command point.
Yep.
So it takes me up to 8.
But
Start the hunting.
All right.
Is there anything that kicks off? Because I don't know, Glory Kill. That doesn't kick off until you kill something, right?
Glory kill is at the end of the battle round. Not my turn, not his turn, but the battle round. So that means that I get my turn and his turn to try to kill or knock off some wounds.
Yep.
Perfect. So then I don't have to worry. You're good to go.
Yep.
So you're up to 8 command points.
yes, yes. I get that a lot.
So I don't have anything in the command phase, so straight into movement.
All fun things. There's a command phase? What's that all about? Those of us who have old codexes don't have any idea.
You don't have any lineage? Oh, you don't have a chaplain?
I do not have a chaplain. I am running, so my four, four
Seen that before. Way more artistic than me.
characters are going to be a Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf, which will show up close here in a little bit. He's brand new, just got him in.
Really nice model.
Very beautiful, came out exactly like I was envisioning. And the gentleman who did this list is Mini Paint, or who does my Space Wolves is Mini Paint and Papa. I try to keep it pretty consistent with who paints what army. However, there is one piece that Battle Ready Brushworks did, and that is the fantastic Whirlwind that's sitting right
Well,
there.
you had 3 days to bring it to a tournament.
Yes, I did.
It's like a figure.
Jeff is on. Mr. Nice Guy's on the board. He said game on.
Game on! Hey, Jeff. We had somebody from Chico come take the win streak away from Mason.
Oh, he saw it.
Oh. I'm just glad I was here at the turning of the tide.
It was a close game. And that guy, Mr. Cheeseburger, seems like he may be back. So he seems like a good guy.
Don't worry, you'll hold.
I played him. He came up once before when we were doing a tournament at the Matrix a while back. He brought his Grey Knights when they were really at the height of their power. And I was playing Guard back then. Guard and Sisters.
That's my army.
I was playing those models.
Mine are sisters. We have all of them.
If you don't mind sharing it, Mr. Hunter, what's your goal for this turn?
My goal is to set myself up for turn 2, to be honest.
Yep, that's what turn 1's about.
Because his guys do all the double move crap.
Double move, double shoot.
Because this is a wide deployment, right? This is a pretty.
This is a hammer and anvil style deployment. When you're having to go long board edge, especially with Marines who are standard traditionally a mid-range army, they want to be within a shooting range, but their shooting is only 24 inches. And the gap we had across the middle was 24 inches. So it's just a little bit difficult to span the gap. You know, obviously if it was like Mechanicum or even Sisters of Battle, they can reach out and touch you at that far away. But Space Marines have a little bit harder time doing it.
Because when he brings it, when we get the sisters on board, what happened to you in the tournament? The sister took out one.
Ah, you've taken the bait.
We'll see. We'll see what bait you're thinking.
Flying Hackshire?
We'll see what bait you're thinking.
Okay.
What took out your diamond here in that first round of that thing with one shot? What was that thing?
The Exorcist.
The Exorcist, yeah, that thing.
It should not have killed him. It was only 5 shots. So 5 shots out of the D6 shots, because it has D6 shots. So D6 shots, 5 hits, 5 wounds. I failed every single invulnerable save, and then it did 17 wounds in the dice roll, which is more about average, not too bad for 5 D6 damage. But the heavy bolter from the same vehicle finished it off. So just that one vehicle eliminated him. The one that really blew my mind was he only, after destroying that one, which he was planning to destroy with all of his sisters, I expected that one to die. I didn't expect it to die so soon, but it died. He only had 1 sister of battle within range of the other one. 1.
Yep.
And he shot it 3 times with the armored chubs, to be able to fire again, and deleted it. It just rolled so bad, and then he used a miracle dice to finish it off, I think, if I recall.
Yeah.
I try to play a little more conservative against those types of armies now.
Yeah, but Trainer's pretty good.
I beat Trainer in Reno.
I know, just watching how he deploys, I was like, how he measures everything from like your.
He's got a lot more games under his belt than I do. And repetition is huge in this game. The more games you can play, and this is my second game today, slightly different list, but the more games you can play, the more it becomes more of a muscle memory for remembering what to do with your army. That's why I try not to change the army too terribly much.
So I just bring more tyranny. That's why I just bring more tyranny. I figured out a name for my guy for the crusade. Because I listened to audiobooks.
Greenjaw has a bunch of that.
Boliphus? I gotta remember the guy's name. He smiles a lot. He's the one of the 7 that smiles.
Advancement?
I don't know yet. I'm still looking at what else we're going to do.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. And big thing.
I've never felt really any downsides to Greenjaw.
Really?
People always ask you to grab something off the top shelf.
Someone always asks me to grab something.
I don't like it.
I can tell them no.
'Cause
and
I'm
it's
a
funny.
girl. I don't
I'm
think
married
it's
to a
supposed be
5'3" woman. I don't get to
Yes.
tell her no very often.
I'm married to a 5'4" woman, so
Wow.
I understand. I capitulate after I harass her.
10.
Of course, the harassment is required, but yeah. Actually, we've been going through a really nice marriage class. I've been enjoying it through the
I'll
church.
show up this on stream.
Did you take the bait? Oh, you know you want that 10-man squad of gaunts. It only cost me 60 points.
Yeah, but the problem is even with a 6-inch advance here, it's going to be a 12-inch charge.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You're gonna shoot it first.
I'm going to shoot it first.
It's like when you think about it, what your parents have known each other longer than you've been alive, right?
Yes.
And that's way.
You're right.
There's no
You're
way.
18 years. Right? No, 19.
Yeah, all right.
18?
It's 18. It'll be 19 this
Together,
year.
20.
We've been together 20,
Well, you guys are newlyweds.
What?
pretty much.
What? How long have you and your wife been together?
28 years. And we've been married for 98 to 23 years.
Why'd you say 98?
1998. He's doing the math in his head.
That's
Oh,
all
I
we got
thought he
married.
was just saying 98. No.
That's how we do it. Sometimes you have to, like, as we get older, we have to actually think about the number before we start just rattling it off because, you know.
Dad, you're already really old.
Ho, ho, ho.
We were alive last
So if anyone watching hasn't figured it out yet, my sassy teenage daughter is here
Hi.
harassing me on stream.
He's old.
You can't find this on any stream.
I know, right? She is our droid comedic relief.
Droid? Who are you calling droid?
You?
That's something
Why?
a droid would say.
What? I swear it real malfunction.
See, this
All right, I think we're
See
good for
sparks
movement.
flying out of the side camera.
Next is psychic. I don't usually take psychers very often.
You
so-
did take one this
I
time.
did take one.
Where's he at?
Ah,
Right there.
Perfect.
He's got a Phobos
Ooh, I like the
librarian.
sword.
So I've got a Phobos librarian with with armor of the Indominus, so he gets
What
extra
psychic power
wound.
did he take? I forgot.
He's the chief rune priest. So he took living lightning, murderous hurricane, and stormcaller.
Nice.
So first of all, we're gonna try for stormcaller. That's on a 6, which I get on a 10. So that gives a 6-inch bubble of light cover. I'm also
They're
going.
definitely not in deny range, so
I am also going to spend 2 CP to make anything within 6 inches of him -1 to hit.
which model?
Anything within 6 inches of him is now -1 to hit. So it's not every model; it's just a unit. So right
Nice.
now, all these guys are -1 to hit.
Solid. That's a good buff.
And I'm outside of 18 for anything else. So
That'll be the second phase?
yep, that'll be the psychic phase.
All right, sounds good.
But that's all that's what I wanted
Do you
to
need
do
these
with
little
him.
red dice over here for a reason?
No.
Just that you were pre-measuring earlier and just making sure things were where they're supposed to be. So, start blasting. This is a fun thing. Don't get overzealous and jump right to the charge phase and miss that you have guns.
Right?
Been there,
You're
done
down to
that.
6 command points. Which
He who speaks and doesn't take psychic
My
tests.
your
There it
phone?
is.
You plugged into my text.
All right. Where are we going to start with, sir?
So we're gonna start with the whirlwind. So instead of taking the 2d6, I took the 2d3 shots.
Correct. The strength 7, neg 2 damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
neg 3.
Neg 3 2 damage. Yep.
Now, he's a while we stand, we fight.
No.
No. He
This
is.
one?
They
This
are.
one. This unit.
Okay. Well, anything's within range.
Now, what did you guys describe as dense in this one?
Dense are the 3 side
This
pieces.
one,
This one, that one, and that one.
So there's no negative to fire over the other stuff.
Well,
Correct.
he's a. Yeah.
Good, that's correct. You're
Well,
right.
indirect, I found out you get -1 if you cross over any dens.
That's correct. Unless
Okay.
you're within 3 inches of it firing.
Yeah.
If you're standing within 3 inches of it firing, then it is nullified. We've had this. I had to actually look this up with Joe the other day, and Joe is our rules lawyer, but playing Tau, so I had to learn a few things.
So we're gonna fire at your hydrant,
The flyrant?
the flyrant.
Yes.
So that's 4 shots
4 shots is good.
on 3s.
Uh huh.
All of them hit.
Strength 7.
Strength
Take
7.
T7. You're winning on 4s.
At 1.
Only one?
Yep, at -3.
Negative 3 puts me into the 4-up invul save range, and he makes it.
Okay. I am also going to spend 1 CP to make him fight last.
Oh, the model you shot at?
Yep.
You don't have to wound it, you just have to hit it?
I just have to hit it.
Got it. Okay, so he fights last.
So he fights last no matter what, and he can't fire Overwatch, which I don't think he... Does he have a gun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a Twin Link Devourer that I custom made out of a Venom Cannon.
But for some reason, I really don't think that you are going to fire Overwatch. Not with him, at least.
No, not usually with
So
him.
you're down 3 CP? I got
Yep,
you.
so I'm down to 5
Gotcha.
CP. We'll go with the Redemptor next.
Yep, same target. Overcharged, I'm assuming.
Yep,
He has taken the bait.
that's fine. I'm fine with that.
We
bait.
had that conversation. I'm like, oh, so you're moving to take the bait.
He said he wasn't sure.
So we'll start with the Icarus.
Well, you know.
3 shots. Hitting
Give
on
a mouse
threes.
a cookie. He'll ask for a glass of milk.
All of them hit, and on 4s.
So you can tell I've been reading too many kids' books.
2 at -5.
Dad, you have
So-
too many kids.
Or sorry, -2.
I'm on the
John,
ground.
what are you doing?
Well, damage is 2.
Correct.
So 2 go through. That's 4 damage. He's down to 8.
Okay, now we'll do the Macroplasma Incinerator. D6 for 6 shots.
Bait's bubbling.
On 3s. They all hit.
Wow.
And on...
That first one you
Threes?
fired was -5?
No, sorry, -2.
Okay.
I got my Plasma
Plasma.
Incinerator and the Icarus
Got it. So the
confused.
Plasma Incinerator, yeah.
Is now.
So the Icarus is still...
-2.
Got it. And it was only... It was still strength 7.
Correct.
Got
Strength 7, -2, 2 damage.
Got it.
So now on 3s, and they all wound.
How many?
6. At negative... This one's -5, 3 damage.
That was a
each.
lot of shots.
Yeah.
3 damage apiece, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see if we can take him down. 1 goes through.
There's fine.
I know, he's dead.
Woo.
That was beautiful. So it's going to be 12 damage at 3 damage apiece. I didn't realize it was a 3 damage weapon.
When you supercharge, it's 2 normally, 3 for supercharge.
Ah, very nice. Well, first blood to you, sir.
That used to be a thing.
Used to be.
First kill.
Oh
right?
crap!
Yes, I misdeployed it, but it's okay.
Do you mind if I go back really? Oh, no, never mind.
You just removed my
did-
215-point Hive Tyrant. You want to go back? I'll put it
no.
back on the table. We can re-roll that whole shooting phase. I am okay
I
with
know.
this.
I forgot to deploy scramblers.
Oh!
At the end
With
of
what?
movement.
With what?
I was going to deploy with them and then with them. They're 6 inches away from
But you can
deployment.
only
They're-
deploy 1 scrambler per
Okay.
turn.
Well, then
So
we're going
you
to...
choose which scrambler, and I don't mind. You can place it where you want.
Perfect. That is much appreciated.
Now, I mean, it didn't affect anything in the game, so.
Yeah, this is the
You
first...
just have to stay 18 inches away. You have to be 6 inches away from the 18-inch board edge, which you should be with this unit here to go for a midfield.
You know, I'll just be... We're
Do
going
the
to safe
backfield
side
one?
and do the backfield one. That way it frees them up.
I just killed your flying tyrant. Can we just go back?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was great. That was wonderful.
it's the first time I've taken deploy scramblers, so...
Yeah, Mason
This
and I
is the
just
problem.
were talking about on the stream. When you take the police scramblers, he says it's easy to forget about it. He goes, and it's an all or nothing. So if you get 2, and then late stage of the game, you get busy.
So I've got 3 that can see them.
Or other way around, you forget the first couple of turns, and then you have to go back into your deployment zone to
Yep.
snag the one that you ran away from.
I've got 3 that can see them.
Okay.
So
Two,
we'll get 3 shots.
one.
We have
Three
3
shots from-
3 intercessors
Okay.
that can see
So
your...
did you do backfield scramblers with them?
Oh yeah, never mind. I can't do
So
that.
the scramble, they can't shoot.
anymore.
See, it's a new thing for you. You haven't done scramblers yet,
There's
so.
so much scrambling going on.
Yeah, they're scrambling.
Maybe they're doing a wolf dance number.
That looks so nice. The board looks so nice.
All right. Well, I can get 5 shots from them.
This is one of the best matches I've seen as far as like quality of the board in the armies.
You should have seen his Space Wolf board that he's got. It sits on that table and it looks
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous.
It's in that gray box right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Uh,
we played on that one last time, and he got me. He pulled the win out.
5 from these
I've never
incursors
seen
into
an
those
army,
guys.
though, that had matching terrain.
Oh.
A full table of matching terrain. I definitely have not seen that.
Okay.
But we did it last time the
3.
other way around, where his army matched the terrain. Now this time,
And 3.
this is a
Imperium doesn't count.
3 go through.
I mean, this is your Hive fleet. That's rad.
yeah.
3 go through on these guys. No negative.
3 gaunts. Oh, I got to roll some judges here. Watch this. All judges. No judges. That works. Coming from where?
From these guys.
Yeah. So 3 on the end. Gaunt down.
Do you think Mom King got dead already?
What?
Do you think Mom King got dead already?
Probably not. Where's he hiding?
Probably outside.
No, he was inside with Shannon and Alicia.
And that is all of my shooting.
Thank you.
Wow. Good.
Nobody else is in
Hey,
range.
dude, if you can delete a Hive Tyrant in the first turn because of my poor placement, you're more than welcome to have it. I knew I should have placed him back here because he doesn't have to be out here.
See, I took your bait, and I baited you with your bait.
You shot the crap out of my bait. You're like, oh, that's bait? Okay.
Is that your turn, sir?
That is my turn. I get 3 points because it was a monster.
Okay, so let me mark this down. Hold on 1 second. That's under the glory kill, right?
Correct. Glory kill, 3 points.
Okay, so at the end of turn 1 for the Space Wolves, it's 13 to 10. Give me 1 second, Mr. Judge, to give you your command point. You go up to 9. Is none of your stuff triggers right now, right? Engage while we snake. Nope.
No,
All right.
I'll tell you when I start scoring points. I didn't get any this turn. Just
Well,
yet. All right.
Actually, my mic's up, but there's still the potential I can score 2 more points.
Yeah.
Actually, up to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
All right.
Turn my mic off so I'm not shooting into it.
I was chewing into mine.
You
I have
can
no shame.
You can't get that kind of quality anywhere. Come on.
I chew louder, I'm sure.
He's on the wrong squad.
Yeah, no, the only reason I went
4,
with
6, 8, 10.
I'm shooting into that. Because that's one thing we got comments on. People like, well,
All right, we're going to scramble with the warrior squad here in the back after they move off of this fancy thing.
Because like John was telling me, Burns, like he watches while he paints.
Mhm.
Or something. He's like, yeah.
No, makes total sense.
I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt. Just quality control over here.
That's why you're the administrator.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, do I get summers off?
No, you're not a school administrator. You're just an administrator.
Correct.
I don't want to work on Caesar Chavez Day either.
Caesar Chavez Day?
Yeah, I get that off at work.
Nice.
I don't get any days off.
You pulling a 12 after this game?
No, I've done it though, and it's horrible. Oh, what sucks is I usually get more sleep on my days off than on the days that I work than my days off because I've got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, so that makes it somewhat difficult to sleep at times. Like that, I only took 2 vehicles this turn or this time. So I'm trying something new. Usually I take 2 impulsors that the Blade Guard ride in with the Judiciary and the Blade Guard Ancient. But now I'm trying the deal where with the -1 to hit and the light cover with them. See how that works.
I'm repositioning this unit a little bit. There we go.
Because that's 260 points that I was using on 2 impulsors that I wanted to try to spread out. The last iteration of the list, I actually didn't have my Thunderwolf cavalry, so then I moved some other stuff around. So yeah, just trying to figure out what's going to work best. Space Wolves right now is a tough army to play, so yeah, just trying to figure out what works best.
In the future, we're gonna have to do like a little Space Wolves video, right, on where they stand in 9th,
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, right now I can tell you this: they're standing right around B tier. They can still beat a decent amount, but they're having a hard time in tournaments. I think one just took a 4th place though.
Yes.
I think I even forwarded the video to John that the Tyranids just won a GT, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with the Harridan, we're not going to. That's one of the ones I would love. I would have. I had an opportunity to buy it last time he had it in stock, and I didn't buy it. Should have bought it.
Now you're
myself
kicking yourself?
because now it's out of stock, and they probably won't get it back in when a GT happens. It was like the Diamond Charon jump. I did that before the Diamond Charons even were a thing. I had 2 Diamond Charons built, painted, sitting there, and then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, well that's actually John and Lennon's list." He's doing. I'm like, wait a minute. I have almost all the models to build that list. Let's play it. And I already had them built and painted. It was a lot of fun. So,
Yeah, and then one of the other.
and the movement of the Calv is 12.
10 plus D6.
10 plus D6 so they can charge and move and
They
charge.
can-
Advance and do all the fun
Sorry,
stuff.
yeah, they're 10 plus D6 because they can advance and charge.
Rude.
Yeah, and then one of the other things we're working on, we're slightly delayed, is we're going to be starting up a crusade, but one of our players got injured. We're not going to mention any names, Dozer. But, yeah.
Well, you didn't
You
mention
didn't mention
a
a
name.
name. You
It was-
mentioned a nickname.
That was a
works.
gnome de guerre.
Yeah.
So our crusade's been hampered.
Just a little bit.
Thanks a lot, guy.
That's what happened. What did he do? Fall off a ladder or something like that?
No, he was walking up the hill and pulled a muscle. Did you get a chance to look at that plague book?
I did. I think we're gonna pull some out of that.
It's good.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff, but I wanna try to pull from a couple different areas and try to mess with some stuff.
I like your brief synopsis. I like
Well,
it.
here's the special preview for anybody who's
So
watching.
scrambler on that. Yeah.
Ooh, special preview, breaking news.
All right, so,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
so this is going to be the basis for our little backstory for this crusade. Disturbing reports have reached the Imperium from the mining planet Pavonis. That was until all communication from the planet was lost. This world has been racked with rage from the Drukhari, and a new and vile threat is looming. Sickness is spreading across the planet, and the Tau patrols have been spotted in the area. In response, the Imperium dispatched a coalition of Adeptus Custodes, and Grey Knights to investigate these reports and attempt to reestablish communication with the world. So there's the backstory behind our campaign, and we'll see how it works out from there. And for those of you who don't know Pavonis, it's an actual world in the
So we're gonna go
lore.
with the psych. We're gonna go right into the psych phase. It looks like I've moved everything where I want to move it.
Where is Berserker?
Here,
Oh.
here.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
Oh, they're not.
Forgot about
everywhere.
that.
This army does have a couple of psychers. We're gonna start with the lead with the Neurothrope, and we're gonna go for your Dreadnought is -1 to hit because of where he's located.
Correct.
All right. So just want to make sure.
Let me double check. Yeah.
So I will have to shuffle him. It's gonna cost me a command point. That's all right.
I'm hoping that Kickstarter pays off.
All right, so I will have to shuffle him, but that'll help. All right, so we're gonna go Hive Guard into your fancy guy, your Dreadnought.
Okay.
This is a trap, by the way. This is how
It's a trap.
it is a trap. So psychic powers, Symbio Storm onto the Exocrine. I'll kick that off here. Basically gives him exploding 6s. But I can still spend 1 command point to make him stationary, which gives him +1 to hit, and it still works with the old wording, so exploding 5s is pretty solid. It does go off on a 10, so no way to deny it. We're too far away. He does have a second power, but nothing's within smite range, so we're going to start with the Swarm Lord. We're going to put him up next. He's going to cast Catalyst real quick. So that looks like it's going to be a fail. This Catalyst requires a 6.
Do you want to CP that?
I know, it's early game, and I still only have, what, 9?
You have 9, yes, sir.
Yeah. And every CP is really counted for.
How important is Catalyst?
Well, Catalyst is quite important if I fail to kill his Dreadnought, so we're going to re-roll it.
Oh, going down to 8.
Down to 8. Come on. Still a fail. Exact same roll. That always happens to me. Sorry. 5 twice. I rolled double 1s into double 1s before, so it can happen.
What did I say? You can't change the past?
This right. Should have just let it go with the way it was. All right. Yeah, that claw's really heavy. Okay, so the primary ones that needed to happen happened. So Symbio Storm, we'll do that one last. We're gonna do the Hive Guard here. 4, 6,
I
9,
completely forgot. We may not need that overlay stuff.
3, 6, 9, 12
As a
shots.
backpack.
So Hive Guard are shooting.
Oh, yeah?
Hive Guard are shooting your Dreadnought on 4s because you are -1 to hit naturally because of that fancy psychic power. So hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because I didn't move because of Kronos faction. Miss, miss, miss with those 3 3s, but it's still there's another one. That's still 8 hits. 8 hits. And T7.
I think it's T7. I think there's only a few that are T8, D1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 go through at -2.
Yep, T7. Sorry, 7.
7 go through at -2.
So 5 ups.
Mhm.
Save 2, 5 go through.
So how many? 5?
5.
No, D3 apiece, which is subtracted by 1.
Yep.
So those 5s and 6s, that's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to him.
Okay. 6 damage.
That was
takes him down to
calculating with your
7.
-1 damage. 8 command points left.
Yes.
We're going to spend, we're going to step up the 1 command point for the,
You're gonna spend a command point?
I'm going to spend 3 command points.
Oh, dang.
So we're going to go 5. I'm going to spend 1 to make this guy count as he's stationary for exploding 6s. And going to be targeting the Dreadnought as well. We really got to try and pick on that guy. So the first volley of 6. Because he gets to fire twice if he counts as stationary. So first volley of 6. Rerolling the 1s. And there are 2 exploding 6s there. So I'm going to add back 2. The other thing I spent was the Pathogenic Slime, which is why there's 3 command points total spent. Pathogenic Slime increases the damage output of this weapon by 1. So wounds on 4s. It's 3 at -3.
3 6 ups. Nothing.
So it's flat 2 each.
Flat 2.
It would have been flat 3, but flat 2 each.
All right.
What's he at?
1.
Is it 1? Literally?
1. Yes.
Literally.
That's so bad. Okay, we'll shoot him again. Second volley. I don't like to shoot him twice, but he's got to die. So we roll the 1.
Wow, so that Dreadnought ability's already negated like 6 damage.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculously hot.
So
Honestly,
there's
I
one
take a
exploding
Redemptor
6.
because people target the Redemptor.
Well,
when there's so many.
5 with 3 damage flat plasma cannon that blew up my Tyrant in the first turn kind of made wind. So there's 4 more going through.
I'd rather smash those Thunderbolt cavalry though.
I'll get there.
Yeah, and then let you get
So 6s. All right, he's dead. Let's see if he explodes.
So, yep. Does he?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Thank
So my
the
next
Lord.
volley of shots is going to be, I'm going to shoot again by spending 2 more command points.
Can you do that?
With the Hive Guard, I can, because they're infantry.
Okay. So you're down to 3?
They don't want to talk about it.
Perfect. I'm at 5. So
I know. But I had to do it.
Well,
So
the
we're
Hive
going
Guard
to
shooting at?
Hive Guard are now going to shoot at the Wolf Guard. So
the wolf.
the Wolf, yeah, Wolf Riders.
The
Thunderbolt
Those
Cavalry?
things, yeah, those
Okay.
things. Rerolling 1s because they remain stationary. Lots of 1s there.
I'm shooting at some wolf.
And they don't get the -1 because they're shooting over obscuring. I'm confused.
So they're firing from here.
Right.
They're firing to that, but not across the dents.
Perfect.
So there's no -1. So they're still hitting on 3s, but they did get to reroll 1. So that's 3, 6, 9 hits. They're strength 8, T5. So we're going to do 3s to wound. Looks like we're going to have a total of 7. Seems to be your number today. 7 at -2.
7 at -2. 4 ups.
The blessed number.
And how much damage each?
D3 apiece.
That's all you're shooting, though, right?
That is. I'm out of guns. This turn.
We'll CP reroll 1. And that's a save, so 2 go through.
2.
You're down to 4, sir.
It
Yes, sir.
does do 6 damage, so 3 and 3. So it's enough to eliminate 1 model.
Remove the muzzle.
Remove somebody.
Does Juris got 4 wounds these days?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got some more in. I posted it on the page. They got some more in at Matrix again. That was just really nice to see.
Well, I'm waiting on my next batch of 5. I don't think I will ever run a list with 15. Plus, they're so expensive just to get. It's 110 points just for the models to get 1 unit of 5, and then you've got a leftover. So
I did that wrong. That's all right. Completely
Mason
spaced it.
says go Tyranids,
You're
no
up.
field advantage. That's a little unfair.
that's all your.
That's my turn.
Okay, hold on. Let's check here. So, did you get? You said you had something where you could get 2 more.
No, I
points?
didn't. I didn't get that this go around.
Okay, so hold on. So, engage on all fronts. What do you get?
None.
None. Well, we stand good to deploy scramblers, so we're going to save. Turn 2. Let me put you on turn 2 here, Mr. Hunter. How much you get for primary?
Me?
He's got 3, but not more than me. So he's going to have
10.
10 points.
He goes 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing else triggers, I think, here with your warrior pride, your deplored. Nope.
Nope, not yet.
Okay, so at the beginning of turn 2, sir, you have 23 to the judge's 10.
Judge has 10, but this is the beginning. Don't talk to points at the beginning of the turn.
Plus, he has while we stand, we fight.
Yeah, we
And I
talk the
haven't-
points at the end of the turn.
And that's your while we stand, we fight.
It is.
And that's...
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I completely forgot, John, when we were talking about overlays. I completely forgot I backed that Kickstarter for the rightful ruler. So at the $97 level, so we'll get the 4 corner things that allows you to do the overlay on the board plus the 6 objective markers.
Nice.
And it does a lot of overlay stuff. It shows you ranges and bubbles, and you can measure.
So are we counting the area as not... You can't move over it, or you
You
can't
can
move over
move
it?
through it, as long as you can place your models there. We had that discussion earlier. As long as the models can be placed, which means you can run right over the top of it, as long as your infantry, beast, or swarms. Are you cavalry? So you have to go around it.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We talked about that because I moved my beast there, my monster.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
true.
It's the same thing. As long as you can place the model. I'm giving you a hard time. See, that's the thing. You can play on them. We
Well,
weren't,
the
we weren't
problem
trying
is
to
I'm-
play on words.
I'm so focused right now that
Hyper focused. You have a win streak. You're going for 3-0 against
exactly. So I need to make sure that I keep that.
Because you took his bait now. He took your bait, now you're taking his bait. There's just so much bait around here.
You guys are just baiting each other.
That's a good game. That's how you play chess too. I had to teach my son that. I do more striking with pawns than he knew.
All right, so I'll advance with the Wolf Lord.
Wolf,
6.
He's coming.
So we've got 10 to there. And another 6.
Oh, Mason said he got
And if he can't-
cheeseburger
If he can't make that
You got
charge...
cheeseburger?
to
we
join
know.
RBBR.
Oh, nice.
So
Awesome. Yeah, but
There
Mason, I was
remains-
going to make a joke that Mason got cheeseburgered
He did. Oh, he got cheeseburger.
and fries.
I think Mason made a mathematical error in the game.
A couple of them I thought I heard, but yeah, it does happen. Not calculating an army you're not used to playing against on a regular basis too kind of makes a big difference.
So what was it? You said you made a miscalculation. Do you want to talk about it or no?
Yeah, so usually I deploy my Flyrant out behind line of sight, behind cover. My miscalculation was not calculating how much damage that plasma incinerator does. At 3 flat, I was thinking I saw plasma. I thought 2 damage. I'm like, yeah, I can weather that. That's fine. And then he was like 3 damage. I'm like, and it's too late now. You know.
Yeah, because it's dead.
You know. Thank you, Johnny, for pointing out the very obvious part of that.
All right, and then we'll advance the... oh, I'm back up to 5.
That's what I'm here for, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I completely skipped my command phase, but whatever. 5.
What were you doing on the command phase?
I was going to put a unit into Assault Doctrine. But that will make a difference, and I forgot, so I'm not going to even ask.
He was so focused. But you gotta do the thing. Remember when your dad taught you how to drive and he always yelled out "bread truck" when you're driving? Because he's like, you gotta be.
What's the charge distance?
6. So I got to be within an inch, 6 and 5, because he's right at 7.
I'll move it back. Yeah, that one's definitely just a hair out of 7 actually.
So 7.
So it'll be 7 on the long one. 7 and a just at 5 for your little guy.
Don't call his Space Wolves little guy.
They are little guys. I'm playing monsters.
Which I like. I'm okay with that. Let's see.
A hunter staring down at the board. Meticulous measuring going on.
He doesn't fly.
No, pseudo fly. Basically, they can go over all terrain and units.
And his...
Movement 12 inches.
They can double move, right?
They can
With
if
the strat.
Swarm Lord or the strat, but the strat required the Flyrant to be active to be able to charge after running.
And what's the thing you learned about him last game? Where can they not land?
Oh, yeah. So they're not infantry, beast swarm, or fly keywords, which means they can't land on an upper level of a scalable ruin. That's something I did find. So even charging, they can't land there unless they have the fly keyword, beast, infantry, or swarm. It's just one of those things that picking up as I go.
Because here's the hard thing that what I'm having a problem with is my thought process is if I start to overcommit to this side, either thinking you're going to come after my guys, which would be suicide for you, then you're going to move over here, and now I'm going to get stuck between two Dimacarons.
That was the trap.
That was the trap, which I saw.
Yeah, it's not a trap if you see it. So what's the next plan? Spring the trap.
But see, I saw the trap. This is why you don't ever do this shit against this stuff against the Sicilians.
Stuff.
Ooh.
Let's never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Thank you. Somebody got it.
Zach has prepaid into the swear jar. So
Like $5.
He prepaid. He knew. He's like, I'd like to make a deposit now. Which way you gotta go, Mr. Hunter? You gotta hunt something. No.
Oh, he's hunting. He's hunting big game. He's got the big game hunters on the run.
Because you've got speed on them, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, but not really.
I bet you were quite happy, Mr. Hunter, when you saw your new sisters got their version of Blade Guard, huh?
Yes, I'm actually was very happy about that.
And they're little baby carriers. Little tiny baby carriers.
I'm not so. I don't care about that.
Yeah, they look pretty.
He just wants the Blade Guard, okay?
I like the choppy chops.
The choppy chops with the halberds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see those?
The new sisters with the halberds.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I usually don't check out the minis. I want to see them in the wild. I'm usually pretty not jazzed about the GW official paint jobs. I'm much
No, I
more
mean,
excited
just-
when somebody does something crazy with them.
Well, my sisters are going to be painted by Battle Ready Brushworks, much in the same manner as my Blade Guard are.
Right, because these Blade Guard are killer.
Is that
Yeah,
why you say
really
when
nice.
you do an Apocalypse game, you can put them all together?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, October. So, October Apocalypse games, traditionally one we try and shoot for. Matrix has probably assured me they're not going to open
By October?
by October. I don't know. Maybe we'll play it by year, but it does require 16 players to squeeze into that small middle room to play the game, and then we set up 6 of these tables in unison in one gigantic battlefield and play. And it actually got nicknamed October thanks to Israel Sanchez and his Tau always making a presence of well over 20,000 points every time he showed up. And bringing everything that he painted for other people that was beautiful. I'm going to borrow that for the weekend. I'm going to borrow that. He'd drive a little, not a little van. He'd drive a full-size van around, like one of those pedophile vans. He'd drive him around and pick up all his stuff that he painted for people and bring it to this, apocalyptic barrage. And we always had a blast. The first time he came, blew us all out of the water. Like it's a 2-day game, 2-day event.
Yeah.
You play the first 3 rounds on day 1, you play the last 2 rounds on day 2 because it takes that long to play the game.
That's a lie. You get the game set up on the first day, and maybe you end the first
You're
day.
off and running by 10 o'clock. You show up at 8, you're off and running by 10 because it takes 2 hours to unpack, set up, figure out sides, to go over the mission. We've done it a lot. And then the objectives are cumulative objectives. So round 1, they're worth 1 point, round 2, they're worth 2 points, etc. And we get really involved with it. It really gets kind of crazy. But it usually was a 2-day event. And the first time we fought against Israel's Tau, it was a 1-day event. He literally tabled 95% of the Imperial side's forces in day 1.
Just overwatching for days?
Yes. Brutal.
Yeah, I'm going to overwatch for the next hour. Just sit
Well,
back.
that and the Taunars and the 2 Mantas. And yeah, it was a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, because Nexus is just waiting to get word. They're ready to open. They're like,
I know.
as soon as we get ready, we're going. So,
So you done movement? You're going to come place one in the corner?
Well, I mean, okay. So order of operations. Do I need to deploy scramblers before I drop these guys because they're both.
Scramblers happens at the end of the movement phase, so that triggers also at the end of the movement phase. So you don't have to do it in order.
It doesn't
You can
matter,
Pick
it's-
which one you want to scramble with.
Right. Well, I was gonna scramble center.
This unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you scramble with the unit that you drop in?
Yes. Because it's at the end of movement, so you can do that first and then scramble if you wish.
Get off.
5-man unit.
5-man unit.
All kinds of fun.
That's yours. I'm borrowing yours.
I don't see a problem with it. There's a measuring a 9 stick right there too if you need it.
Where's his 9 stick over there?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the table.
Yeah, it's not as fancy as this. I mean,
Yeah.
custom made by Hammerhead. Trying to get a 9-inch charge off to my warriors.
I am.
That's -2 to charge through that forest.
That's right. Flies do that.
You have to hit the ground and run. Come on through.
Not if I go around. If I
You
wrap
go
it,
around and it's a different story entirely.
then it's a
More
10-inch charge.
than-
Which
Well,
I
it's
would rather
not,
have a 10.
not an 11-inch charge,
Exactly.
you know. I mean, 10's better than 11, right? It can happen.
He's strategically placing on the court.
Yeah, we know the intention. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I understand your intention. You're trying to get the
Perfect.
10-inch charge, stick in the corner. I left you a hole.
Go back
that almost
to the
that
other-
almost sounds like a trap. But we'll see.
I'm making mistakes left and right. We'll just call it that.
So they scrambled, so they can't shoot. All right. So psychic. We're gonna do. Do I have anything visible in 18?
Still outside of my synapse. My shadow.
Okay. So first, I'm gonna do the light cover thing again. Cloaked by the storm, which goes off on a 6, and you're out.
I'm out. Yeah.
Okay. And the next one is gonna be living lightning on these guys.
Okay.
Oh, which guys?
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I can do it either. On his gaunts over here.
Yep.
That's why I'm pointing at least.
Yep.
So that's on a 6, which I do not get.
You don't need it.
That's fine. And then I'm going to spend a CP to do the -1 to hit within 6 inches again.
Okay.
Shooting. He's not a character.
Nope. He
Everybody's,
can't hide from nothing, by the way.
He's over 18. Yeah. So we will have with. And then I've forgotten the last one. That they have. He's got a grenade launcher. This will. I'm trying all sorts of new stuff, so. Which a grenade launcher, I guess, is a small one. So we'll start. And when I read the rules, it says that he can shoot his gun and the grenade launcher.
Well, grenade launcher is technically firing a grenade by definition of the FAQ now, so you choose.
Okay.
One guy can fire a grenade launcher. Since only one has a grenade launcher, that works.
All right. So
He doesn't have to do that in lieu of any other weapons.
T7.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll start with the crack grenade out of the grenade launcher.
Mhm.
On a 3. It didn't hit the ground.
I know I had a couple of them jump out of the box, but not hit the ground yet either.
Hits. And on a 5. Wounds.
Exterminator and Supreme. Wounds? Single
Wounds. And
-1.
-1.
Oh, it goes through. D3
D3.
damage.
For 3.
Nice roll.
Nice crack, man.
It's crack-a-lackin'.
Now the 4 bolter shots.
Mhm.
On 3s, drop 1. And on 5s. 2. At -2.
Space Wolves are bringing it today.
Both go through. Single damage.
Yep.
13.
Is your naughty dice bag still full? You may need to.
No. These are perfectly average shots that he's pulling off so far.
Talk about your saves, sir.
I'm rolling 3s and 4s when I should be rolling 5s, but 5 is a higher echelon of rolls, so I'm not gonna fault it. But I am gonna fault it when you're supposed to be rolling 3s and you're rolling 2s and 1s. That's where the dice go in the naughty bag.
Okay. So 10 shots from these incursors into these gaunts.
Seems good.
On 3s.
And you're out of reserves now, right?
I have no more reserves.
Got it.
Okay, so 8 go through, and on 3s. That is going to be 5 at -1.
All right, so that'll be 5 6s because I'm going to take them on back here and cover.
They don't. So
ignore cover.
They ignore cover for your saving throw. They
So
ignore
5.
ballistic skill modifiers and all that jazz.
All right, 5 it is.
I've got one that can double shoot.
One that's in rapid fire.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get the millimeter, I think. You want to double check it for me?
With the- It looks good. Clears the terrain.
Okay, so 1 double shoot and 4 normal shots. So 6 shots on
This is
from
really rad right now. It's just
these incursors right here into these gaunts over here. I'd say the gaunts next to the Dimacaron, but that would still be confusing.
Because gaunts are next to both Dimacarons.
Yep. And 3s. So 2 go through, -1.
And ignores cover.
Yep.
On the end there. Mine. Still mine.
Mm.
And doing 3 wounds to a monster or vehicle gets you a point, doesn't it?
Yep.
So you got a point there.
Yeah, but I'm going to kill that one.
You hope?
I'm
I'd like to see it happen.
What's that objective called? Knock some paint off?
Glory kills.
We dented them many times, brothers.
Okay, so I think that's all. Oh, no, I still have this guy. So he is going to go into. Does he degrade?
Yes.
We'll take him into your Exocrine. 2d6 for 4 shots.
That's 2d3.
Yeah, 2d3. It's
4 shots.
2 and a 6. So 4
I know
shots.
what you meant. You said, you were like, eh? Okay, 4 shots.
On
3
3s.
3s.
Drop 1. And his toughness.
8.
Oh, so 5s.
Yeah, he's T8. He's my tank.
Tell me about
1.
your setup, Johnny.
What?
So tell
1
me
goes
about your
through.
setup.
Which,
So
Goes
you can
through,
just
damage
pick,
D3.
like,
No,
your-
2. 2
oh,
damage.
different
2.
needs.
2 damage
So
flat.
that's how you're getting the,
And then I'll spend the CP. Never mind. I'm not going to spend the CP on that. I don't care about him fighting last.
So like these are different pages. Like think of it like
I guess I should have done it on him then, huh?
And then in each
Whatever.
scene, see, like,
That was
the
my
camera
bonehead mistake.
Yeah.
and we got the
If
two
it's
dice
the only one you make all
camera,
game,
the
it's not
dice
bad.
is
Charges.
the scorecard,
I've only really got 2 or 3 charges.
and then so then you flip
So
that.
we'll start with hopefully the easy
You
one.
might see that-
Wolf Lord into your Dimacaron. He needs a 5.
So that's what
And he gets it with a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And you
So
have
let's
to
see
put
how
the
much
mics
we
at
can
each scene,
get out
'cause
of this
like, I
guy.
thought I was messed up. When you switch to the scene, if the mics weren't there, there was no audio. So you gotta add each.
Oh yeah, that source always has to be in because you might have like a commentary.
You're good.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And then that would just take out those mics and put it on something else.
Yeah.
And we said a 7 there.
This is the scorecard. And
Um,
then it's like,
now
RBDR
here,
scoring feeds from here, you
I'm
know,
just going to check the wording on a strat real quick.
Nice program there.
Yeah, and then we learned here to see like.
See if you got to do it before you charge or
It's a
whatnot.
20-second delay.
Well, no, it's for a charge.
Right.
It also tells us if the stream. goes-
So I'm going to do, for 2 CP, I'm going to do Pack Hunters.
Okay.
And what that's going to do is I get to use 3d6
Take the,
and take the top 2 for them.
because
But-
you've already got something involved in combat with it.
Yep, and then it also says until the end of the turn, each time a friendly Space Wolves cavalry model makes an attack with its crushing teeth and claws, and each time a Space Wolves beast model makes an attack, you can re-roll the wound roll.
You can reroll the wound rolls with the beasts. Good.
Yep, with the wolves.
And we're replacing-
So
Don't forget to
3D
attack with the wolves.
We're taking
Yep.
that board down.
So
We're gonna
8.
mount the big camera into the
So
4K
I got a 6, a 2, and a 1.
overlay.
So that gets
So where's
him
the other camera gonna go?
right in there.
Measure the 8s for the rest
I
of them.
mean, or the one that is.
It'd be tough to get all of them engaged. You might get the first 3, maybe
We'll
4.
use it- Yeah, yeah.
But you've
we'll
Well, I've
only
use
got
it as a
4.
Close-up type shot where you can move it around.
Only 4?
Mm-hmm. You
Oh.
killed one.
So,
Even
like, see how
better.
the gimbal's on the stand? I have another stand like that. We just moved around and do close-up shots. And you have to have the mic on that one too, or.
From the pilot should make it.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
they get a
we
4
learned
in.
over the
4
time
inch.
doing it.
Seems good. They get 4-inch pilots. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
See how clear you see that the old TV, so, but it still serves a purpose.
And the reroll wounds is only for these guys, not for him.
And so you have
Seems
things
good.
where it's like,
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna make a heroic intervention real quick.
Yeah,
the dim camera.
okay.
yeah, right there.
I still had that charge too.
Because
that's
you can resize everything too.
It was a 10-inch charge, right?
Yep, 10-inch charge with the jump pack boys into the warriors.
Uh-huh.
Straightforward to use.
which I get a 6.
Yeah, once you get it all set up, it's a pain in the butt to get set up.
Do I care enough to re-roll it?
You're down to 1 CP, sir, so.
No, I'm at 2. I should be at 2.
I got him at 2.
Oh,
It's okay, Johnny. Not that big of a deal. He's got a gigantic 20-sided dice he's been counting it down with every time he uses one.
no, I know, but it's
pretty accurate.
I was going to spend one, and then I said, oh, wait, never mind, because it didn't matter if I make his Exocrine fight last.
And
Yep.
you're at 3,
I am.
and you're at 2.
How much do I care about that charge? A 10-inch charge really isn't going to be feasible, so I'm not going to waste the CP on that.
All right. So where do you want to start?
Did you base any?
I can only move 3 inches, so I based those 2 models.
Okay. So we will do...
What are you going to lead with?
Did you just heroic the Swarm Lord?
Yes.
So good. I hate forgetting about that heroic intervention. 'Cause
No,
he's so
I
good.
had to move him up, but I removed I had to kill the shooting. I was trying to get Catalyst off just in case I couldn't kill the shooting. I had it down to 1 wound. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have had to spend the 2 command points to shoot again to remove that last wound.
Right.
Had I, yeah. Anyway,
How many wounds does the Swarmalord have?
12. And 18 on the Dimekaran. They
I
roll.
actually am going to spend 1 CP really quick.
Okay, so you're out of CP.
No, I had 2.
Oh,
I
that's right.
didn't-
1 more
I didn't
CP.
reroll.
1 CP.
I'm trying to figure out who I want to spend it on. I think I'm going to spend it on the Thunderwolf Cavalry.
This is kind of a pivotal point in where the Space Wolves go with this game. So, his initial wave of hit here, see if it stacks and lasts.
I'm going to do it on the Thunderwolf Cavalry, and it'll add 1 to their wound roll.
Okay.
So,
You're gonna lead with.
we'll do the Wolf Lord into your Swarmalord.
All right.
So he gets 6 attacks.
Yes, he does.
Hitting on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Really quick. He gets 4 base,
Mhm.
plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 for Imperium Sword.
Yep.
So 6 on 2s. They all hit. He's going to be strength 9. Because he gets a plus 1 to
T7.
T7s.
So winning on 3s.
So 3s. That is what I didn't want to happen. So I'm down to 1 there.
Oh, is he going to spend his last CP?
Yeah, he's debating it. How many did you hit?
I hit with 3. And what's his invuln?
3 up. 3 up in combat.
I'm going to spend the last CP to reroll that into a 1.
So still failed? Ouch.
Mhm.
I just did the same thing with my Catalyst.
Gut punch.
This is fun. I still have 3 command points. So 3?
3 at -2.
Yeah, invuls. 1 goes through.
Okay.
Dang.
Damage?
And then
Flat 3?
flat 3.
Hammer? He's got to do his dog.
Yep. So Doggo is going to be on 2s. All of them hit. And on 5s. No wounds. I'm assuming you're going to interrupt?
Of course. The Diamond Karen's going to jump all over your guys, and I'm going to spend 1 command point to reroll wounds.
So you're down to nothing?
Yeah, we're both going to nothing. Oh, yours at 1. Oh,
No.
you just rerolled it. We're both out of
Yep.
we're both out of command points now. We can have fun with this.
2 to interrupt, and then
And then
for-
1 to reroll wounds.
We are. It's turn 2, and CP is out.
That's how it goes. All right, so 6 attacks with Diamond Karen because these do minimum 4 damage.
God,
when
that
they
was so
stick.
dumb. I should have freaking shot the whirlwind at him.
Minimum. Rerolling all the hits because of the double sickle scything talons.
Double sickle siding down.
Yes, 5 hits. He's got evil saves. He'll be all right. And wounds. Reroll all the wounds. That's 5 wounds.
AP,
Neg
That's all in the
3.
invuln?
Yep, all in the invul.
okay, 5 4-ups. And I make 3.
So 2 models are removed, minimum.
Minimum 4.
Yeah, it's minimum 4. It's D3 plus 3. So these are both 4 damage. And then the tail. Hits. Fails to wound. They can reroll wounds because of strat active, and it does wound.
Strength 5.
It's strength 7.
Strength 7.
Yep.
So 4 up. Makes it.
What's the strength of that cav unit?
Strength 4.
And the strength of your commander?
Strength 4.
Who do I want to try and get away? Your commander's got a 3-up invul or 4-up invul?
4.
Feel no pain of any kind? This guy?
So he has. So you have to. It's -1 to hit and wound him. You cannot re-roll the wound roll against him. You cannot re-roll the damage roll against him. He's got a 6-up feel no pain.
He does have a 6-up feel no pain. That's
Yes.
what I was asking. And 6 wounds?
No, he's got 7.
Okay, so I can't possibly remove him. We're going to go into the cavalry. Make a strength test to see if you get away from my chest maul. Get over here! So you have to make a dice
Is it at
roll.
the end of the combat or at the end
It's
of?
the end of my attacking before I consolidate.
Okay.
So I've done attacking. Before I consolidate, you make a strength check. You roll a dice, add your strength total to it. You have to exceed 7. You have to get an 8. So you have to roll a 4 or higher. A 1, 2, or 3 means you fail, and I do d6 mortal wounds to that unit.
Okay. And so it's in the cav.
Yeah,
I get a 4, so 8.
you're good. You get away. You don't get eaten. Get over here! He's like, no!
That's what's scary. Is that's their newest symbiotic bioorganism is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Yes!
Special guest appearance by Scorpion now in 40K.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody hates it.
Okay, so both Thunderwolf cav are going to go into the.
Damikaran?
You know what? I actually don't know if it's even worth it. I might just pile in over here. He's got
You're already
9.
there. You don't even have to pile in if you don't want to.
Yeah, we're just going to do everything in your Swarmlord
Seems good.
because these will always stand anyway. So we'll start with the hammer. So 4 hitting on 3s. Oh my god.
It's okay, man.
All right, nothing. Oof. Yeah, it's not okay.
No,
And then the axe.
doesn't sound like it was
Hitting
okay.
on 2s, all of them hit. Wounding on 4s. It would normally be 5s, but they get the +1 to wound. 2 go through.
Negative.
-2.
So 5s. Both go through.
Single damage.
Oh, no, it's invul, right? On the swarm mode, right? There's a 4 and a 1.
Yeah, onto the Swarmlord.
So 1 goes through.
Okay, single damage.
Down to an 8.
Come on, Space
Now the
Wolves.
wolves.
Bad day for Thunderbolt Cavalry. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that hard win.
He
On
did whiff
2s.
pretty hard. The 2 units engaged allowed me to interrupt with the command points I had left. That's something you try and avoid at all possible
And on 4s.
junctions if you can. I ran into that problem. I charged both Daimikarons into a Salamander army in the first tournament game when I went to Reno last. And one of them got negated to half by Overwatch from Flamers, and the other one got interrupted and then destroyed. I was like, you're kidding me.
6 wounds from the doggos into your Swarmlord.
Nate, you need anything?
-2.
3s. Oh, there's a few. Those dogs are biting. Looks like 3 times. Single damage?
Yep.
So 3 more wounds. He's down to 5. Hey, you bracketed it.
Michael Bass says DQ.
DQ for what? Space Wolf?
I don't know.
Oh, Wolf Brothers. Okay, so Swarmlord gets to swing now, and he's only strength 6 instead of strength 5 or strength 7 because you bracketed him. We are going to go into your. So I don't get it. When we go over this everything with your commander, I don't get to reroll wounds.
You don't get to reroll damage. You have
Don't get to reroll
to
damage.
subtract 1 from your hit, subtract 1 from your wound.
So I'm hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. That guy's just dirty. What about shooting at him?
That doesn't count for shooting.
Okay, so we're going to attack the cavalry. Hitting on 2s. Wounding
Is that
on
your Space Wolves
3s.
book right there?
It's Brandon's.
Can I see it? And where's Keen Senses?
So 3 wounds into your
It wasn't Keen Senses. I did Pack Hunters
No,
and
no,
Savage
I
Strike.
just remembered. I was
3 wounds into your Space Wolves. So
AP,
neg 3. Flat 3 damage.
4 ups. 2 go through.
That's 1 more model removed. No, just it's flat. It was
Oh,
it
that's
was
right, it's
3
not-
and then 3, so there's no damage on the other one. So it did 6 damage to that one guy.
Yeah, that. Oh, I guess that is right.
What?
On Keen Senses, you could. I watched someone use it.
Okay, so
you
what?
know.
The Swarmlord and
Yeah.
Keen
Like
Senses, I can
5
pop
down
it
to
in the
5
shooting
wounds,
phase, and it's good for
That's not
shooting
a
and
Daimikarn
combat.
wasn't touched at
And
all.
also, if
That's
you
not
have
a
to
bad
charge
outcome
over a
for you
different
over
Yep.
there.
general,
I'm okay with
you
that.
ignore it.
Yeah.
Entirely
So I
okay with
could have popped that,
Light guard are
but
going to need to redeem.
No. It's just I
some
just
honor
remembered
here.
watching
Axe
Battle
guard.
Report yesterday. And I was
Right
like,
guard.
I forgot to look that up.
The Guardians.
The right guard.
Guards.
Because like they said, you could use it in combat too because
All right.
the Thunder Hammers go back.
So
down.
I'm assuming you pulled that guy out of combat because you want to stay out of combat.
no, no, it's because I still want the Thunder Hammer.
Yeah, I got to pile in after you're all done. Okay. So you don't want to be in combat with.
You know,
There you go. That's what I was asking.
all right. So leadership. I lost three.
This round,
Yeah, I lost 3.
you lost 4 of the by my shooting, and your combat. No, it's 3 this turn.
Yeah, so 3.
It's your
Their
turn.
leadership, 8 or 9.
They should be 8.
They should be.
Yep.
Well, they're wolf
So
guard. I don't
5, 6, 7, 8, 3. So
know. Anything less than a 6,
Hmm?
or I mean a 6, I fail.
a 6 or 5 or 6. you
5 or
fail.
6, 4.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, and then so
Warrior Pride,
3.
3.
Single point.
Actually, I get 2 points because
2
he's
points.
a character,
Single point and single point.
and he's a monster.
So 2 points for Warrior Pride. Yep.
No, 3 points for Warrior Pride, 2 points for Glory Kills.
Oh, interesting. Space Wolf stuff.
Okay, so you get 3 for Warrior Pride and then
They're
2
getting
for
kills with no
Glory.
kills.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm getting glory scratches.
hold on one second.
Glorious when you killed part of it.
So we're gonna save
The
A
glorious,
portion of it is
gloriously
killed.
killed scratches.
So at the end of turn 2 for the Space Wolves, it's 28 to 10. Real quick, let me put you on turn 2, Mr. Bonadelli. Give me-
Well, let's finish my turn 2 before we get too hectic about it all. So I still hold 3 objectives, which gives me 10 points primary.
Yeah, hold on.
The bottom of the turn 2.
I think he meant the end of my battle, my round.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
answer. And
I
you
like
get-
to compare the battle round points instead of the turn points.
And you get 10 points
Mhm.
for primary.
Primary, correct.
And nothing kicks off for you right now. So there you go. I know, but the people on the thing said we wanted the score announced more, so I just said.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
I'm just trying to do what the audience wants, Mr. Judge.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get the angry emails. No, I'm just kidding. Because you know how people get when they get upset about emails. Start sending wolf card emails.
It's only a once a week thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what went well for you there, Hunter?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Your guy whiffed pretty big there with the hammer, huh?
Yep, that's why nothing went well. Because that Swarm Lord should be dead right now.
He would like to be dead, but that guy's really hard to put down with that 3 up Emblem.
Maybe you've asked nicely, he'll remove the model.
I think going for a fruitless charge and not deploying the scramblers with your 1 good hit is probably
Yeah.
the thing you're going to regret the most, though.
Agreed.
That's a rough move, because it's going to be so hard to get infantry back there now. Those guys are going to survive. They're good boys.
We'll see.
Hey, he's got Hive Guard back there. It's
Mm-hmm. But I don't want to put my Hive Guard backwards. I want to put my Hive Guard forward.
Mhm. That's the thing. I'm going to make him make a difficult decision.
And I'm already touching this piece of terrain, so I don't even have to move the exocrine to get a line of sight on
your
the
shields look so nice. I like
those are
the
the
shield.
fancy
Ooh,
ones
that's-
from, yeah. Just, so I have 1 command point going into this turn.
I mean, if I can't make a good decision, I need to make him have to make a bad decision.
Correct.
I just find it strange usually in a game, it's not really like, it's the move you didn't make, usually more than how any combats turned out.
Mhm.
You just realize like, oh, if I'd moved 4 inches to the left, like it wouldn't, the dice wouldn't matter.
That's why I've been trying so hard to make sure that my movements are where they need to be this game.
You just gotta practice your dice rolling. I heard Mason was starting up a school on how to learn to roll dice.
I am not taking that class.
100,000 dice, soldier.
You've only got 1 model here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to move this. We're going to run this Gaunt Squad, and they're cracking, so we're going to go triple dice on the run.
And you're out of CP, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I just don't have a
4 is
0
gonna
on
be
this.
12
No, that's
inches.
fine. I just wanna make sure.
Hey, we're gonna like shuffle. We're gonna do this thing called a shuffle right on by, because I believe I can pass through without being within an inch of your models.
It is so incredibly metal that like the Space Wolves are getting points just because a single wolf is howling
I'm just gonna
somewhere.
place 1 model there for.
Not modeled guy
Purposes.
shredding a sick guitar solo.
Is that a half inch or is that
It
the
has
half
to be an inch, and it's clear. It will be. So that's the ultimate goal. To go right on by that and jump on this objective. So we're going to have a slingshot. So we're going to move them 12, but that's not going to be enough because I already measured it has to be 15. So I'm going to do metabolic overdrive. So I'm going to double that.
Okay.
I'm going to basically move 30 inches.
Is
this
that a
turn.
CP
Or
or is that-
24 inches this turn. It is my last CP. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to move 24 inches, and we're just going to pile them all up so you can try and do that fun stuff. Right there. And then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to see if the heads explode from that kind of adrenal rush. How many go pop? Ugh, 3 of them. So there are 6. They ran really fast. You know what I imagine? I imagine they've seen these gaunts book by him, and one guy just goes, sticks his foot out,
out, and
3 of them
some-
fall down and explode. And then the third one finally learns and jumps over the top, jumps over the foot. So I lose 3.
What this wolf doing was so amazing that they had to adapt down the line to be able to even look at.
I know, that's the one I wanted to pull. Trying to get 3 inches away, but I don't think I'll be able to. I have enough movement to clear 3 inches, so it might be a good idea to make sure I'm 3 inches away from that unit.
Probably, because you're not.
Okay, so I have enough movement to clear it. That unit you can come file in. I just have to stay an inch plus away from him. 1.1 and 3 there. Seems good. I'm moving your model, sorry. Back mine up just a hair. That's the plan. Stay 1.1 away and 3 away from them. To take that objective out from under you, sir.
You touched your wolf.
I wish
did.
that I would have left 1 CP.
And now I'd redeploy. Now I
You guys are just on a
I can't
CP
come into your
spending
I can't come into your deployments on this turn with the gaunts. But, however, I can walk in midfield as long as you're not on the board edge here, which works for me here. So movement. I still got movements to do. What am I doing? That was just my first model I moved. I'm moving things. So this warrior squad is going to take their 4-inch move because they're still touching this forest.
I just like it.
You're
looks
not
good.
base to base.
It should be base contact.
Okay, with both these?
Well,
Oh, you're touching the swarm lord. That's right. So you can't.
You would based.
Yeah, that's right.
him.
The swarm lord, so he can't move. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what I was trying to make sure that he couldn't move. That's all. So now let's just take the lictor for the backfield scramble. I think this turn looks good to me. 9, 9. Not as good as it's going to be. Backfield scramble. I had more to move, I think. Yes, I did. Before he arrives, he's just back there lurking. He's not actually arrived yet.
So you put the bottle down. Judge?
That's going to be close enough without running. Without running, we shift. Without shifting, we have no play. Don't have a command point to over.
And all your stuff's in, right, Zach?
Yeah, he's
Yep.
all in now. Yeah, that's about as good a bait as I got. What is he makes them OS?
He makes them objective secured, gives them +1 to hit, and he's also got the armor of rest.
Which means within 3 inches of him, it's -1 or
Engagement range.
Engagement. The total is with engagement range. It's fights last, right?
Yep.
Okay. Do I think I can swipe?
He doesn't do the other thing, too?
Swipe or no swipe?
Which other thing?
Where 4 up.
Yeah, so he's the ancient, so on a 4-up they can fight
We're gonna
once.
go right over the top of all this fun stuff. Stay 1.1 away. End up
I just know
right.
if your guys' thing was a little different. The space was.
We're gonna be 1.1 away.
Yep.
The gaunts are gonna shuffle up. You have, and then cursors have. They're trying to get charged a ridiculous amount of things. So we're gonna do. They're gonna run. This gaunt unit. That'll be 5, so that's gonna be 13. I'm gonna run there.
I can't wait till this stuff gets here Monday.
Definitely enough room. All right. Arrival. Lictor arrives.
Mm-hmm.
Gaunts are arriving.
They still have to be 9 inches away
Yep.
from everything, right?
I'm placing them. We're going to be right here, but I got to do 9 inches over, 9 inches back, and I'm going to try and get as many as I can. Yeah.
Set this guy down here, and then we can set your guy down.
That's fair. We'll just do that. Save time. That's what I was trying to avoid.
Gaunts down.
Gaunts are always down. Looks like there.
One giant conga line.
Of 3 wide. Pretty close to 3 wide.
Oh, those are your devil gaunts, right?
Yes. The many, many, many shots of devil gaunts.
Oh, we should have put him on a clock, Zach, with all that. Should put him on a clock.
Is it a unit of 30 or a unit of 20?
30. I've been debating on breaking it into 2 units of 20 instead. I really like the 2 lictors and the 2 units of 20. That seemed to play out really well in the last game, and I think I'm actually going to play that more. Just because they do pick up chaff so nicely. They really do.
It's gonna be a rough road, huh, Zach?
Yeah, that last turn was pretty rough for him. I have to actually take another measurement. Make sure I don't end up back here. Then we'll move this stick. The whole unit has to be placed. If I can't place the whole unit, then it's basically the edge of that terrain. I don't know if I can fit the last 5 models in there. Oop, I bumped here. Let's see. The last how many models are there? I don't know if I can fit the whole unit there. I may have to redeploy them.
You're right, I should have used a chest clock. It takes them an hour just to put those down and then pick them back up and put them down again.
No, I'll put them down on a different turn. if this
Give me
doesn't
that.
work.
You meant to do this, right, Zach? You meant to
Of course, this was all part of the plan.
He can't fit 20, 30, 29 will fit there.
3 more models? Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. It's 29. Yeah. 1,
You're gonna fit.
2. Move,
So this is the
double
drawback.
check. Squeeze. Squeeze. What's the drawback?
Bringing in a big 30-man unit.
Yeah, they're harder to fit on the table. So now we got to double check everything.
So it's actually this edge. I hate to talk millimeters, but it's actually that edge, and you're starting to move them back a little bit. Because I think
point.
they're off the board
So
now.
it's not going to work. Then I still had 1 to go. So that was the point in placement. So that won't work there.
Get the clock.
I really wanted to shoot upfield. But we'll do it over there. Midfield there. Do I do midfield
Zach,
there?
very strategic move on your part.
Right? That was all part of the plan.
Excellent move. Don't you just love it when something works out and you don't even know?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant to do.
Try side 2. Got a lot more room over here.
There you go. They're down. I watched on Mini Wargaming where they're just like pushing all their Hormiguns and like, they're there. I'm like,
Well, that's mini wargaming's great, but they don't have a competitive mindset. I mean, they play to have fun, which is great. That's exactly what you should do for this game. But that being said, if you're really looking at blocking someone or doing something, then you where each model is, and I screwed it up here. I shouldn't have left the Blade Guard Ancient back here. I should have brought him up a little bit further. So I've made a couple movement errors.
but how you set up that other side of the board to deny him entry was excellent.
Yeah,
That was genius.
it's always nice when something unintentional works out.
This is so true.
I mean, you're making him burn through his clock. No.
You guys are funny. You know that?
Nobody's ever accused me of that before.
The accusation's a funny time.
I get that all the time. I got a discount from the Hearth for telling a good joke. They give me 75 cents off each cookie.
Oh, nice.
And
Aren't
that
they
is
only
not
75
even-
cents?
And that is not even going to give me maximum shots. I really don't want to there. 2 up armor save. Bullshit. Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
You didn't hear that.
right?
Oh, look at that.
We're going to wait a turn.
Ah,
All that just to wait a turn. Alright, so into the second phase. All the important stuff.
so
And
no guards.
he's base to base with the Swarm Lords, so we're going to smite into that bad boy.
Into which bad boy?
Into his boss man standing on the ground next to his wolf. With a Wolf Lord on
Wolf Lord on
off his
Thunderwolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's technically not the floor.
Nope.
7 goes off. Smite. Takes 2 mortal wounds.
6s. Takes 1 mortal wound.
Sounds good. He's down to 6. We're going to do paroxysm. So
What is that?
that
sir?
model means he'll strike last if it's success. It does success. So that model will strike last. You're a commander.
Yep.
This, Symbiote Storm into Exocrine. Success on a 7. And do I have a smite target now? Does he have a 24-inch smite? Oh. I believe they have 24-inch smite. Make sure I got that right. Make sure I'm correct with that. It might be the Zoanthropes, and it's just been a while since I've used it.
I think the Neurothrop would have a...
Dad, we have a problem. Dad has to be work at 7 and it's 6:41 and Mom's still not here. She's not answering the phone because I just realized that we didn't pay it. Yeah. Are you guys still streaming?
Use the house phone. Call your mother. Call the house phone for your mother. She should be here any minute.
Did she say she's on her way?
I haven't gotten a message.
She's Dad.
I'm messaging her. Sorry, pausing stream momentarily here.
You gotta mute your mic. We don't have a house phone.
You don't have a house phone?
No. I thought that was.
Well, she's going to ask for a house phone. That's kind of cute. Just 2 minutes here. Devin has to be ordered 7:15. I sure hope you're almost here. Where are you at? I can give you directions. Everything's just fine. Teenagers don't need to stress on everything. Yes, the sun is good. He's going to work. Okay, so we're looking up the smite thing. That's what we were checking. Back on board here. Sorry for the pause, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe... Neurothrop, open, view. Warp field, 3 up invul, warp siphon. Shadow on the warp. No, just an 18-inch, just smite plus 1 hive mind. So regular smite. I believe it's the Zoanthropes that have it. They're out. Nothing else is within. He is touching the base. Yes.
I thought that you can only smite into combat if you're the one in combat.
No, you can smite any, the
Okay.
closest enemy model that you can see. Period. So you have to go into that guy. So second power is a smite. Does
Dad,
go
did I
off.
leave?
Huh?
I think he was
1.
inside.
Just 1.
Give me
He
6.
wasn't
Yep.
inside.
Nope.
Down to 5. All right. So let's lead with some of the fun things. Let's do the X. We're going to do the Exocrine because he's got exploding 6s or exploding 5s right now into this unit.
Okay.
Do his first 6. That's a good place to put him. Maybe.
Did
Okay.
you text her?
Exploding 5s. I missed twice, but I did get 1 6, so we're going to add 1 to it. That's 5. That is 4 wounds.
AP negative.
Negative 3, so you're
Negative
into shields. And they're 2 damage flat.
4 ups. 1 goes through.
Only 1. That's really, really solid saving. So we'll fire the second time because I did remain stationary. Same target.
Range doesn't matter on him, right?
That's 36 inches.
Okay.
You can't get away from it. Hello?
You were right next
Up front. Tell Devin to get up front. She's here. Go. Love you.
Sorry.
Bye. You roll the 1s. There's 2 exploding 5s already.
Same target.
Same target. Add 2 back for lose 2, add 2, so 6. Below average. Oh, we'll take it. So that was going to be 4 more.
1 goes through.
Nice.
That is so hot were the rolls. They're really, really, really good.
The new
They
Vanguard
just-
are holding strong.
Yeah,
Wolfguard.
they soak up good
Oh,
amounts of
Wolfguard.
damage.
Don't insult them like that.
Tactical nut.
Yeah.
These ones have a little different strength, so they got the little blue.
Yeah.
So we're going to put
Where
the
do you get these shields from?
So we're going to put the
remember where
Hive
those ones
Guard
came from.
into that unit as well. I didn't want to, but I don't have a choice now. So Hive Guard into the same
I like
unit.
the lettering on them.
The runes, yeah.
Rerolling 1s. So missed.
You must do a
Missed.
lot of research or something.
2.
It's very detailed.
10 hits.
Well, the runes are built into it.
2s.
No, but I mean like to find all the pieces to make it.
8 wounds, sir. On to Storm Shields.
Damage.
D3 apiece.
All right. 3 go through.
3 out of the 8.
Or sorry, 4.
4 go through. I was like, that's pretty impressive, dude. That's 3 really above average rolls. First one does 1, so it kills a guy.
No, they have 2 wounds.
I know. So first one does 1, then I had to roll. I don't have
gotcha.
to roll the second one. I need a hot roll. There it is, 2 damage. And the last one, 2 damage. So it does kill the unit. But it soaked up all of my shooting
New
for a
model
turn.
syndrome, right?
No, it soaked up all the
Right.
shooting. He did a very good job of soaking up every bit of shots that I had that turn to deal with that. All right, so I have a couple of, well, 1 charge, really 2 charges. I'm going to try and charge your tank with the Lictor. Should be 9 inches.
You got him.
I get to re-roll it because it just arrived. Double 1s rolled into a 8. Fail. Okay.
Just don't put it-
And then that's basically an auto charge there. How do I want to do that? I want to, yeah, we'll just we'll auto charge there. And this is engagement range, and he's
Correct.
And he has 6 inch.
Correct.
Yeah. Charge this unit. That's minimum of 4. That's all I need. I'm gonna try and do some shenanigans here. Stay outside of 6 and inside an inch. I think I can do that.
Because now with the heroic intervention like that, you got to go around your units, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can trigger it though. But
Well-
I'm not triggering it. I'm outside of 6. But I'm inside an inch of this unit, and I'm outside of 6 from him, so he can't trigger.
He just has to in an engagement range, doesn't he?
I thought you have to be within.
You have to be
6.
within 6 to trigger the heroic
Okay.
intervention. So he's
I
got-
think.
that's what. That's heroic intervention. You have to. Normally it's 3. It changes it with characters
Mhm.
and wolves to 6. So that's what I was attempting to do to make sure that this is accurate and what I measured before I made the roll. But that is the charge that mattered. So we lead with that one. 6 decks.
That guy just fell out.
Yeah.
You roll the hits. That's 5 hits. Yeah, he's gonna shake it off though.
Slaying. Those shields are locking.
That's their T4.
Yes.
That's 5 wounds.
Come on, shield.
Damage.
Minimum 4.
Three go through.
That's 3 guys dead.
A grim toll.
Then tail time.
But they're within engagement range, so they get attacks back.
Say again. On a 4+.
Yep.
So they're within the range of him. 6 inches of him, they
Yep.
get attacks back on a 4+.
Yep.
Otherwise they die.
Yep.
Cool.
None of them.
Okay. So tail. Missed. All right, there's still one model within engagement range. At the end of my attack, make a strength test. See if I eat you.
4.
You made it.
How often does that thing work?
Huh?
How often does that thing work?
Oh, I get that. Now I get to pile in.
It's
Now I
like
get consolidate
10%
pile in.
so far.
So and 3 inches. It's 30-something%. It doesn't really work all that well.
It's rad when it happens though.
Mhm.
D6 is a giant bucket of mortal wounds to get to dump on someone.
It's really nice.
So rude.
Okay, 7 hitting on 2s. And T7.
Is T7.
So
Come on, Wolf.
on 5s. 2. -3.
Yeah, 5 up in rolls. Shake 1. Take 1.
2
How much?
damage.
So he is down to 10. All right.
Okay, first ongoing is to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, everybody except for him. He fights
right.
last.
Yeah.
So
Well,
the Thunderwolf. Where's he going?
oh wait. Shit. I didn't even get the no, there's another end of the sword jar.
Yep. Sword of
Um,
intervention.
Because they're single damage. There's no way I can get all of them. So, there's no way I can even get it to where
I can't even charge you because I double moved. It specifically says in that stratagem I'm not allowed to charge no matter what I do after that. So I was wanting to charge the little space wolf and just kill him, but
Is your
I know
heroic
Yeah.
free?
Yeah,
It is free.
It is free, but
that's
I'm
a
not.
space wolf thing.
I'm not gonna because the chance of him actually killing him is higher than me. I can't obliterate his entire unit. All right, so we'll do the 3 Thunderhammer attacks. Another Swarm Lord.
I don't know why I couldn't have declared a charge with him anyway. Remember I said I dropped 2 minutes to the screen.
Oh, that's right.
So he couldn't have charged anyway.
So on 4s, 1 goes through, or 1 hits, and on a 4 that should wound.
Yeah, into the Swarm Lord.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 up. Denied.
Okay. And 1
wolf?
there, and a 5 should get it.
5.
Yep.
There's my first one. Dice ground. Nope, saved it.
Okay.
I threw that way over here.
Zach is the winner of the dice bet.
Yep. So now I get a free first round of drinks and a free
What are
dinner.
we talking about first round of drinks? This is called you Supreme Commander. You've come onto the ship. All right. All right, I get your first round of drinks when we get there. All right. So we're going to do, I guess, Swarmy next. I have nobody else. So Swarmy's going to go into your Warlord boy. And your Wolf Lord standing there staring at the big monsters. Thought this was going to be a good idea. We'll see if it is. Hitting on 2s, he does.
3s.
Oh yeah, -1. So 2 misses. That's right. So hitting on 3s, wounding on -1, so 4s.
Yep.
That's 4 wounds though, and 2 6s. So there's 2 mortal wounds on top of it.
Okay. So what's the damage?
Flat 3.
He's dead.
Yep.
Well, actually, flat 3.
For each of them, each of the ones that fail, plus the 2 mortal wounds, and you got 5 wounds left.
Like,
Well, I get a feel no pain.
I know. That's what I'm
So-
saying. So you have 6. 2 went through, right?
3 went through. So that's
3 went through. You can roll.
9, 11.
Yeah.
so you only
Let's
need
see.
like 5.
He needs 6. Yahtzee.
One.
Better, might as well roll it.
Nope.
You have it. Roll it, right? You were just talking about that in the
Yes.
last game. If you have the feel no pains, not quite enough? No?
3.
Not enough.
3 6s is still pretty good.
That's pretty good. Pretty solid. Sorry, man. He did a fantastic job of looking beautiful on the table. Probably my favorite model. Dimakaron's going to eat your other guy. I think. 4 attacks, 6 attacks.
Yeah, no heroes in this hallway. Woof.
Rerolling the hits.
It's because I didn't do a howl at the beginning.
Yeah, that was what it was. What? Don't laugh. And that's 4 negs into him. Or he gets picked up.
1 goes through.
That's all it takes. Flat 4 damage.
Oh,
4
that's
minimum.
right.
Just poke.
I think flattens elite infantry. Harsh. It felt less flattened when it was with my 2 wound models.
So we're going to move this.
I felt less of the splat.
When it's a 4 wound, it hurts.
We're going to move this. He's not the one that killed it. I was in base to base with both. We're just going to move it to there. to there. That's the closest model I can't walk away from. All right. That's my turn. Engage on all fronts for points on all corners.
When we get there. Holy, one second. Okay, engage on all fronts. How much you get?
3.
Okay, while we stand, nothing. Deploy scramblers, nothing. Do you get anything for your glory kills? I wasn't.
We already did any more.
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
he doesn't get any more. Didn't
Well-
do any more damage. He didn't do a single more wound.
Yeah, I didn't do any.
No, so no more.
So
Well, I did 2 to him because he was at 12.
Yep. So
I need 3.
You need 3. Yep. Just really sad that I haven't got to eat anybody.
So is that good? That's good for end of round 2?
That's going to be end of round. So
okay,
yeah.
So at end of round, we have the hunter on 28 and the judge on 23. So let me put you.
We got second scrambler and engage on 3 points. I got all 3 quarters this turn, or all 4 quarters this turn. So I got 3 points on engage.
Right, yeah. I got to do that. Okay, let me get the hunter on turn 3. You get your whole command point.
You get
Yeah,
10 points for
we'll
primary.
be playing with that one that bounces up every round. There's a lot of fun things to do with 1 command point.
And what's your primary, sir?
10.
Okay,
And I held the gaunts in reserve. I was trying to put them in. They just couldn't. I tried to fit them here. They didn't fit. Tried to fit them there. Only half of them would be able to shoot. And I'm like, now why did I spend 210 points on a gaunt squad if it's not going to fire all 90 shots the minute it arrives? That's a full squad.
You're up, sir. What you gonna do?
Well, let's look at his points at the beginning of his battle round. So beginning of battle round 3. How many objectives are you holding, sir?
2.
You are holding 2, but not more than me, because I'm holding 4.
So I got 10.
So you got 10 points that turn on primary.
We got him that. That was a rough turn.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't deny his excellent tactical skills over there blocking out the 30-man gaunts. John plays like 29 and couldn't get the 30.
I couldn't get the 30th one in. It wouldn't fit no matter what. I started to put it in, and it was pushing the 29th one was pushing his guys
It
from
really
reserve
does
back.
look like it worked. You're like,
Huh?
Oh no, my hive tyrant, the linchpin
Well,
of my army. It's
we were
over.
having this conversation about like I played against you with the 22 units of 20 devil guns. I think that actually works better. Because 60 shots is usually enough to take care of most light infantry.
Yep.
If you need to put more shots, I can always spend 2 command points and double fire, and it's 120 shots, which is more than enough to take care of almost all the infantry, any chaff, even Marines with 2-up armor. You can drop them with 120 shots. Mathematically, it should work out. Not always, but the idea is you're supposed to be shooting chaff off with them. Little things that are left lying around. 20-man units are easier to place. They place really nicely around a lictor, so this list is probably going to be retailored to fit a second lictor and split out the gaunt squads into 2 termagant squads. And I've got to play with that a little bit. This warrior squad may go all the way back down to 3 instead of 4 to pay for the points for the difference.
Termagants have always been superior to Hormagaunts. It's just the way of things.
Hormagaunts are the best action monkeys in the game right now.
Okay.
So their movement and capability, you saw me do that twice with a double move, like you just
You go
move them.
wherever you
You go
want.
18 inches. So if you need to make an action here, you can go 18 or 16 inches and perform an action. Raise a banner, scramble. With a lictor, you can do the same thing though. I mean, you can move 18 inches with a lictor because you can double move him. Same kind of thing. So it's
Really strong. Those are very strong.
and they're OS, so you can literally run this gaunt unit in all the way across the table. They can move up to 36 inches in a turn if you metabolic overdrive them. So they double their 3 dice, take the highest for the run because they're cracking, and then they triple run across the table, and they double run across the table. You could actually even move them 3 times. You could double the run and then move them again.
Okay, so you're always hoping, so like your gaunts are all like 5-point plays basically. Is you would hope the best. You're like, okay, then I'm going to run these guys over and either get 5 points or deny you 5 points.
I denied 5 points here. That's all I was trying to do with that gaunt squad.
Yeah, right.
So that was the point.
Same thing with the. I feel like in a lot of ways the Termagants are more
How'd that
more
happen?
flexible because they can
7.
they can do that reach out and touch and remove off of an objective, or if they can't take an objective, like they're
Not as
always
fast.
going to be good at denying points, and I think the Hormagaunts are always going to be good at gaining points. I guess they both have a really solid place.
That 2-inch
Both
difference
have
and then the
solid places.
6-inch pile and consolidate with Tormagants is ridiculously good. Once you touch something, you can dance around it, like literally dance. Like so, your movement or charge or whatever, all included, and then your dance of 6 inches, and then consolidate. If the unit does go down, you can dance away 6 more inches. So you can literally move. They just go so far, so fast. I can't deny that Hormagaunts are good in this edition, but I do like that they reduced the damage of Termagaunts significantly, or the points cost. It was 9 points a model, now it's 7. That's huge for an infantry model. Because that one 7-point infantry model now is better than any gargoyle. I used to have 30 gargoyles because I really liked them at 7 points a model. They were very fast, 12 inches, flesh borers. Really good for getting all the way across the table in the first turn before Space Wolves came out and making a line to block my opponent from even coming out of the deployment zone. Turn 1. You're stuck there unless you have fly or, in the case I found out against this gentleman when we first played Space Wolves, I did that with the gargoyles and he remembers. He's just like, oh yeah, heroically intervene. Clonk! And the whole unit just got wiped out at my turn. So I have learned many Space Wolf, anti-Space Wolf tricks. We're trying to adapt as much as we can.
Can we help Zach now that he went past his thing? Did you forget to do your thing in the command phase again?
No, because it's third round.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm falling back with them.
He's now in the combat phase. I didn't get to eat nobody.
What?
I haven't got to eat nobody yet. My guys are hungry.
He's only got a 5-up, right? Invuln?
5-up invul, yeah, and no catalyst active, so.
You better watch out. The hunter's got a whole command point.
It's the 3rd round.
Yep.
Remind me again what Assault Doctrine does.
So for Space Wolves, Assault Doctrine means they first off they get an additional -1 to AP on all combat and pistol weapons, right? Combat
Yeah.
and pistol. So all their pistols and combat weapons now get an additional AP. Second, Space Wolves have their Super Doctrine. If the entire army is Space Wolves, which it is, they get +1 to hit and exploding 6s.
Which is bulk.
So good.
Yeah. And what was the thing in 8? They could get exploding 4s if they stacked it with
Oh no, that was a relic, and they had to. They
that
stacked it up. That was really sad.
Yeah, no, that was something that they used with Ragnar to destroy
Oh.
a
got
knight
side
in one
counter.
round because he would get exploding force.
Yeah. Imagine Brandon did that to me one time.
20
I was like,
attacks,
what do
exploding
you-
force, all those good
What
things
you
they
got,
took away.
Ragnar?
10 attacks.
No, my brother-in-law's
20.
got Ragnar. He's got Ragnar too, right?
Yeah, I got a Ragnar.
No. Who's gotten Ragnard though?
Oh.
Okay, you've got
He's like,
Ragnard.
this guy who's gotten Ragnar. Yeah.
Ask
Who's got
What's
2
the-
thumbs and been Ragnar around here?
But who's been Mortarian more?
Yeah, me.
That would be the hunter.
He loves Mortarian.
Ah, come on, you know you want a piece of that
We
guy.
played in a tournament, and he just like in the middle, he's like, screw it, and he just took everything and went after Mortarian, just killed him just because he was angry. He's like, I'm killing him. He lost Linebreaker because he took his guys out of the backfield because he's like,
Yeah, I
"I'm just
didn't.
gonna-"
I didn't care at that point. I knew I was going to lose, so I'm like, screw it. I want some semblance of, yeah.
Because he brought in his Thunderbolt Cavalry, Chaplain on bike, 3 Thunderbolt Cavalry, and what was it, 3 Blade Guard, and Mortarian killed them all.
He does that. That's a Mortarian thing.
You lost 3 here last round.
I lost 3 when they ran. Yep.
They weren't in because it's 12-inch for.
It's 18.
Oh,
it's
it's
still
18?
good. Yeah,
Okay.
18 from Stormlord. They're still good. That was all preordained and planned.
They have Wi-Fi.
They do have Wi-Fi. It's that giant horn on the front of his head. I'm a brain bug with an antenna.
I think. So it's a pretty close game. I mean, it looks.
It feels close.
Yeah,
However, I was expecting one of the Diamond Carons to be dead by turn 3.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's going to happen this turn. That one's going to die. That's the one I don't care about. That's all right.
I know. That's the. I need to kill one of them.
Yes, you do.
So
You can't let them both run around because even when they're completely bracketed to the lowest bracket, they can still kill a lot of things. With the D3 mortal wound or the D6 mortal wounds when they I jump over, I flop on 5s.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
All right, I
because
killed the
that's
model.
another 2
Cool.
anyway.
Eat some. There's actually a adaptive thing that you can give them to gain wounds as they kill models. You gain up to 3 wounds every combat phase as they kill models.
So tight.
I just haven't. I
Solo 3.
haven't made that work.
You're doing good with the nids though. It's nice to see. It's nice to see truly horrid bugs from the outer darkness needed to deal with how terrifying
Okay, we're gonna smite.
the Milky Way is.
No. Wait, where's your guy? Way out of my deny range, I'm assuming. Yes.
And he gets it on a 7
Yep.
for D3
Yep.
for 3.
Oh, nice. Roll it up. Roll the dice.
No, I did 3.
No, I mean roll the
No, he's like-
roll the
Oh.
damage dice. Take him down to 7. Clink. Like I said, I fully expect one of them to die. How many models you got within 3 inches when he death throws?
I'll have a lot.
I'll have a lot.
Um,
He won't explode though. They never do. These ones do flat 3 damage when they blow up. These ones
they
do
have
D3.
3.
The barbed Herodials, they do flat 3 when they explode. Yeah, flat 3 just to.
It's one of the rudest moments in gaming. There was like a Contra remake,
invisible.
and when you kill the horrid biomonster bosses on each level, all of them have a way their corpse can kill you.
Okay.
So like you're firing on like some giant alligator that has missiles coming out of its belly or whatever above you, and so when you break that, there's a lot of meat that's got to come down on you, and then so just its body kills you. So the room. 3 continues, 3 lives to continue. Not fair.
Up, down, left,
Left, right, BA, select, start, because you want to play with your partner too, because you need backup. You need somebody. You need somebody to be the chud. You absorb half the shots. I used to do it with my little brother. Come on, let's go play Contra. What? Although I got really good at Mega Man.
I'm good at Mega Man.
Yeah. No.
Which Mega Mans have you beaten? That's all we care about.
Yeah, that's the. How far? How many Mega Mans have you played and beaten? That's the question.
How many Dr. Wileys have you faced down? How many 8 robot master?
Have you ever
boss
had to
rush?
use lead bubble to kill Dr. Wily?
All right, we're gonna do.
Never mind. Okay, if you don't know that answer, you haven't beat number 2.
She has not faced Zero. She has not teamed with
Okay,
Bass.
he's getting ready
like,
to go in. We're gonna go to the top.
Murderous
Barely
Hurricane
gets
on
away with
him.
Rocket Dog.
Goes off, so he has to fight last regardless of what I get in.
Well,
and he
yeah.
can't fire Overwatch, but he doesn't have any guns.
Yeah, he's got tentacles.
So
He's got nipple tentacles. And
we're
hand
gonna
tentacles.
fire the intercessors into this unit of gaunts.
The intercessors over there.
Yep, these intercessors.
Seems good.
3s. And on 3s. So that is 5 at -1.
They have -1.
Yeah, because they're bolt rifles.
Oh, those are regular guys. Intercessors. 3, 4. Let's do.
Nice. Everybody picked out a target. Clean kills.
5.
Yep, 5.
5. Into the gaunt spot.
We're going to do 10 from these incursors to him.
What's that thing called, John?
That's an exocrine. He's shooting the exocrine, and he needs 6s to wound it because it's T8.
Come on, some 6s.
Not a 1.
No, that's just he didn't want to waste his shots shooting into the gaunts because I could pull the gaunts back and
I
remove
wanna-
make the charge farther.
Yes.
So he wants to get the charge off so he controls the objective, no matter what. He's going to make me take it from him the hard way.
Oh, some of these are on little metal poles because they're jumpy. It's so rad.
Oh, you didn't see that before?
It's so
No,
rad.
dude, I did that with all the gaunts.
5
all
shots
those Homer
from
guns.
these incursors into your lictor.
Hold on, I'm going to put a little dice here so you can see this guy. I modified the crap out of this warrior, so he's literally jumping
3s.
off the ground. That was a whole leg modification with green stuff and everything else.
Lictor's T.
4.
He's gonna
Force.
do crane kick.
Yeah.
And then he also stabs you twice in the face.
2 at no AP on your lictor.
Exactly, and then magnifies it. 2, AP, nothing.
Yep.
2 at an AP, nothing. Ignoring cover, though. Oh, he made 1. Wow, okay, so he's not taking a wound. He's down to 3.
He only has 4.
They only have 4. These are 37-point models of not so cool. He's over there scrambling, remember? He's like, all he came in to do is...
Yeah, and I don't have a shot on him there. And then
Dan. He's basically
No, but I
really
bet.
just taking a dump.
and then when he's going to run over, he's going to run over and touch that tank next turn. He's going to touch it in all the bad places because that missile is a blast weapon, which means you can't shoot him with it. He has to drive away.
Ouch.
I could fire Overwatch.
This is true.
That back corner.
You are so welcome to fire your last. We're both on the one command point. I think it's kind of crucial.
We will shoot at your Dimachiron with the whirlwind
No. Okay.
for 4 shots.
4 shots is good. Strength 7, T7, wounding on 4s.
So 3s, they all hit, and wounding on 4s. And 1 wounds.
Damage.
2.
Oh, it goes through.
And then we will spend my last command point to make
Of
him
course you
fight
will.
last.
Make him fight last no matter what. That's fine. We can do
So
that.
you have 2 fight lasts going on then?
Yeah, that's it. Both the
Yep.
Damicarans are fighting last. He doesn't like the Damicarans. They took 2 damage, so it's at 16. I love these little spin down dice for magic. Okay. 16.
They're great, aren't they?
They are wonderful.
Do you get that effect twice a turn?
Because
one with this
I
did it
have
with a psychic
4
power,
fight lasts in my army.
and he did it with a stratagem.
I've got
And then he's got this guy that has one, and that guy that has one.
fires and can do it, and then he has
Psychic power.
psychic power. He's got an
Aura.
ability, and
he's
he's
got
got
an
an
aura.
aura ability.
Oh, the Space Wolves.
Space Wolves force lots of things to fight last. We fight before you because we are warfare.
I scare you with all my fur.
That's right. They don't shave for weeks, and then they come deal with you.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up that everything in the galaxy finds them downright terrifying, even things which know no fear.
Well, they
and
were
are
the
fearless,
Emperor's,
mindless bugs.
Executioners.
Executioners, yeah. I mean, that's what. I mean, the two chapters that shall not be named ever again that nobody knows about. The wolves. I'm assuming the wolves removed them.
We are the Emperor's synonyms, known for killing and slaying
And
murder
and
and execution.
All right, we'll just fire. Do I want to just take them out? I might
Yes,
as
you
well
do.
just take them
You
out.
need to take them out.
Yep. Well, I can charge them and take them out, or I can shoot them.
Well,
and
you're
take
more
them
than welcome to charge them and take them out. I really would appreciate it if you do that.
out. Well, I'm going to shoot them.
Okay, well that works too.
So with this unit of incursors into those gaunts.
Yep.
On 3s.
Yep.
And
Seems
on
good.
3s.
Do you guys do that thing where you bring guns back or whatever?
No. That was a stratagem I used before I had as many gaunts as I have now.
3 go through it, no AP.
No AP?
No
I
AP.
get to roll dice? You're kidding me. T-shirts?
Judges.
Oh, there's a couple of ones there.
T-shirts.
Opposite of t-shirts. So 3 go through. 3 guys die. There's down 3 left. 2 left. Down to 2 left.
Yeah, I should have just moved him as 10 and tried to charge that dude, but whatever.
It happens.
Yeah,
Live and learn.
game of mistakes.
It has been a game of mistakes. I shouldn't have deployed my Hive Tyrant out in the open. That was dumb.
Says we got 2 Damicarans left.
All right, charges.
So the trap has been sprung. He had a really bad second turn of charging.
I did.
The intervening Swarm Lord thing and the double and the striking one before the other, I would have swung with the wolves because the guy had such a good chance of surviving.
Yeah.
Swung with the wolves first because of the maximum number of attacks they would have belted before the character swung. The character could have survived it all with no penalty.
I didn't realize that you still had enough AP to, or enough CP to intervene. Yeah. Charges. Well, we're gonna start off with. Actually, I should have pulled them back further. Whatever. It's too late now.
You're over an inch away.
Yeah, but I wanted to hopefully wrap around. So it should be a 6-inch charge, which I get 6 exactly.
Did you
Super
see on
nice.
Mason's turn 4 where he failed like 6 charges?
I missed it. I heard it.
Yeah.
Overheard it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, he failed 6 charges in a row.
I just left.
Other
him out.
charges?
Yeah, charge the.
Big guy with the
The
staff?
ancient.
Ancient.
He makes it with a 5. Charge the intercessors.
Move the ancient, so he's engaged, and then charge your intercessors. There you go.
They get 9. So
I don't have interrupt stuff now.
You got 0 CP, sir.
I'm not going to talk about that. That was very, very effective. I think the use of CP this game.
Nice swing around.
Whoop, whoop. He's going to come walking right into the gun line.
they should have
The X screen has a really neat ability. The stratagem that allows it to count as stationary.
a 3.
It can technically fall back and then count as being stationary and then fire everything as if it never moved. So you can't really lock up the X screen in combat, which is why it's so good right now. They did that with the Blood of Ball expansion.
Well, you can't lock him up because you got no CP to fall back and shoot. You can't use that.
I do that during my turn after I've acquired 1 CP to fall back and shoot.
Oh, it's only 1 CP.
Inches.
Oh,
It's only 1 CP.
okay, well then.
It is definitely a game of inches. All the combat's there. Are you going to push me back to my 2 objectives too and hold me at 10 points? It sure looks like it.
That's the hope.
Man, we're fighting over a primary pretty solid here. I have to start pulling engage on a lot of corners here.
We're going to charge this unit of incursors another 2 gaunts.
My reaction.
Six.
See now, John, if you were in a tournament and someone did that and you were like, you had 2 go, would you pick him up? Or
I'm going to wait till he makes any and all charge moves before I pick them up.
Okay.
Because there's 21 attacks from each of these units as they swing in. Oh, no, not chain swords. So they're 16 attacks. That's still 16 attacks from Space Marines at a -1, which I have no armor against.
-2. Incursors have a built-in -1. It's assault phase, so it goes to -2.
Oh, because they have the blades. That's what the blades do now. I
Yep.
forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, they're -2. That's still really good. And then they exploded 6s. For 1 unit would wipe them. So yeah, we'll see what else he wants to do.
16
Well,
attacks,
it was funny because when I played Mason's Drukari, I threw 1 unit of 5 Wolf Guard with jump packs into a unit of 20 Kabalite warriors and destroyed it in one combat.
It does happen.
He did not think that was going to happen.
I don't think that would have. I would not have counted on that happening.
Well, because they're hitting on 2s, rerolling all failed wounds, and they're wounding on 3s at -4 or -3. -3. Okay, so charge. I did the Blade Guard. I did the Ancient. I did them. I don't want to charge that unit of Incursors. I don't really want to charge the Wolf.
You're
I
not
can,
charge
it's not
your
gonna-
Roland?
No, I'll just charge the Wolf for 9.
Seems good. Any other charges?
Nobody else. I don't have room for anyone. That's why I should have moved these guys back to.
Who are you going to attack with first? Who are you going to attack with first over here? Because I have no interruptions.
The
so-
Incursors.
The Incursors?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make their consolidation move. Save time.
Should have done it with the Wolf, but whatever.
If you would have used the Wolf, I'd have made you roll it.
Because I think he's the closest. 14. Nope, he's closest. So I have got to go this way.
If you move. I have to. I'm just saying.
Do you want to get closer to a Diamond Carrier?
Well, I won't
It's not going to matter
He's
because
going to come closer to you. Like, right over the top of that building, like it's not even there.
I only have to move closer, so.
Yeah, but are your Diamond Carriers? They're not OPSEC or anything like that, right? So
Don't need to be.
Because they kill everything. So
They just kill stuff. They run into OPSEC stuff pretty well and just delete it. Besides, I still have all the fun things next turn. You still have that little wolf in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
just hanging out.
Yep.
Playing
He's not
fun.
good for anything right now.
That seems good, I guess.
Um.
oh, I didn't even see that wolf there. It's right in the.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing of playing terrain like this. It's cool, right? That's
I'm going to make you roll it out to kill the Diamond Karen, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
'cause-
use your most powerful unit and we'll just pick it up, but do it. And I'm going to stand over here by the dice box and roll it out.
Well, I don't know who I'm gonna hit with first because I kind of want to consolidate that way with them.
Well, he has to be dead for them to do that.
I know, but
They
I've
can
got
still make a...
I've got 16 attacks, exploding 6s. negative
All I'm
1.
saying is that if you kill... These guys made a successful charge.
Mm-hmm.
Made a successful charge.
Mm-hmm.
If you kill it with this unit will get to move and consolidate, or pile in and consolidate, because both of them made a successful charge. So it does not matter if the diamond cannon is still standing or not. You'll still get 6 inches of movement from both those units because they did make successful charges. If you swing with them first, they lose that movement. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would get your hardest hitting unit and see if you can do it. And if you can, beautiful. Your other 2 units are going to move 6 inches towards the guns.
Look at this friendly team play.
What is this? Teaching us to be better players? What? That's what clubs are all about. What? Mom's calling?
All right, so here's the 21 attacks with the Blade Guard. Hitting on 2s
Hello?
with 6s exploding, which I
Take
will
it off
need.
speaker.
Hello? Hello?
Because I just rolled a lot of 1s.
I just gave you the option. You didn't have to take my advice, you know.
I'm gonna do my encouraging. Zach, roll better.
So 8 1s, but I got 4 6s.
Nice.
That's good.
And it should be on 5s.
It is on 5.
Wow.
Couple in there.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, you got
6.
there exactly 7:15.
Beautiful.
That's it, beautiful.
I made 2, so damage. 2 apiece.
2 apiece.
That's 8. See if he dies.
See if he blows up.
Yeah. He died. Oh, he just flobbled over, and you get your 3 points this turn for killing a monster.
Okay, well,
And now you can make your 6-inch moves with both those other units, and we will finish this battle round. Monster 2 down. You're doing a good job of scoring points this game, man.
Thank you.
Warrior Kill's working out for himself.
It's working.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a combo, right? If I'm understanding right. So Warrior Pride and Glory Kills are pretty good.
Definitely pretty good.
For this particular, against this particular army, it is.
Dad, are you going to be there on time to pick up Devin?
Yes, he's off at 10:30, 11. We'll definitely be there in time.
Drink some wine.
Yeah, drink your wine, love.
Hey, Dad said drink your wine.
She's just making sure so she doesn't have to drive, trying to be safe.
Mom said love you, kick ass.
I'm trying.
That's a quarter.
Yeah, you got a quarter?
No.
Well, you can't say bad words. Now you owe the
I have
Cuss jar quarter.
25 cents.
That's exactly perfect. Go put it in the cuss jar up here, this little red cup.
Yeah, love you, bye.
When the stream is going, you can't use bad words.
Unless you prepay.
Unless you unless you prepay.
I prepay.
We take PayPal.
We take PayPal. YouTube has a bank.
16 attacks in your gaunts.
Yeah. 5 of them.
2s. And only 1 6. And 3s. That is going to be 4, 8, 9 at -2.
Remove the model.
Models are moved.
And we should have 3 inches here, so
Oh, please.
I'm going to make you spend the CP.
Well, that's fine.
Or you can fight back. But
I'm going to fight, and he does do 2 damage apiece.
how many attacks does he have?
Only 3. And he hits on 4s.
Okay. I'm
You're good with that?
I'm
You're
okay.
okay with that. Okay. So,
If he rolls a body of force.
no. Only 1 hit. 1 wound, no. -1. Only -1.
4 up. Woohoo!
Made
1
it.
dice.
Yay. 1 dice. I killed the guy.
Woohoo!
This little tiny talon right here. See this little thing? It's like just stab a guy in the back right there.
So is that turn or?
That's it. He's going to make me move it.
I only did 2 to him, right?
Yeah.
Shoot.
You got 3 points for cocking that guy.
Okay, so he's good.
And no, okay. Never mind. I need to do something to him.
Yep.
So Warrior Pride, what do you got, sir?
3.
34 Warrior Pride. Give me one. So that goes to 6. Glory Kills.
3.
So I put you up to 8. Okay, so let's save that. Okay, and just because people have asked, so at the end of Space Wolf's turn 3, it's 44 for the hunter, and the judge is at 23. Let's put the judge on turn 3 here.
Yep, he gets 10 points for controlling the 2 objectives.
Give me 1 second here. The judge gets a command point, and you get 10 points.
Yes, sir. 9, not 10.
So I have a question. When you were over there, I forgot. I didn't know if you had enough CP. Did you use Bestial Nature on your Thunderbolt cavalry or no?
No, I forgot to do that in the command phase. Don't even.
We talked about that.
Just don't. You know, I needed it for other things anyway. It wasn't going to matter because I screwed up and fought with the Wolf Lord instead of the Thunderwolf first.
I'm going to fall back.
I'm gonna text you at random times. Bestial Nature.
Can he fly?
No, I can still fall back. I can, but if you fall back away from a unit, I can actually move through your unit because it's the unit I'm engaged with.
And I'm out of CP, right?
Yeah, like, I'm
That's
just gonna step
affirmative,
back
sir.
6. That's fine. Just want to be at 17 from these guys. 23 from them. That's plenty. All right, he's fallen.
So how'd that turn go? Pretty good.
Decent.
Went well for me. So we're gonna move 12 inches to here.
Oh, he still got 30 to bring in, huh?
We're gonna move 9 inches with the Swarm Lord. Oh, he's at bracketed once. He's gonna move only 7 inches. That means that this guy can't move quite as far. Just get the double move off.
Do Tyranids have any way of healing wounds?
Yes,
Like
it's just
what?
really freaking expensive. It's like 2 command points to heal D3 wounds. It's not like the Tau, where Tau actually have a decent chance to. What is this? Did
I don't
you wound
know.
the warriors?
Oh no! Remember you put a dice there to say
Pick him up.
this
Yep.
warrior is
yeah,
the,
so I'm
the
showing
nice
a warrior
one.
off. Yeah, that was the cool one. Okay, I got you. All right. So I think we need to clean up this side of the board first.
It's gonna be an interesting turn. Really, like both flanks are being exploited. It's a very symmetrical battle.
So 18. I need to actually move. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get far enough. So we'll wait. We're going to do.
Are you
this
happy
turn.
with how your new list is performing so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so end of movement.
I'm not disappointed.
We're going to. I don't think you left me any room for rippers in that corner, right?
No.
So we'll put some over here. I just had a ripper thing.
Is that 9 inches away from the whirlwind?
Yeah, it is.
Will be.
He's good.
But that's not the key point where I was planning on bringing the rest of this stuff. Because now it's turn 3. I can come all the way to your board edge. It's not on your board edge. So now you can just get some shots.
Put him on the clock. We saw this last turn, folks.
Yeah. Well, last turn it was a tight squeeze and it wasn't going to work, and that was a waste of time. And if I was on the clock, it wouldn't have worked. But
You were saying that Hunter's excellent tactical moves kept you from placing your models?
yes. And the judge judged to not bring his gaunts in that turn. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I can choose to be jury and executioner at a later date. I bumped your guy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Sounds good. Do.
Yep, these gaunts seem pretty darn useful.
Yeah, I've got the Devour ones. They're just not fully painted. There's a couple of them in here that actually have Devours, but then, I told the guys on the stream, I was like, yeah. I'd rather play with painted models on stream than ones that aren't. I mean, I have all the white ones. Just don't have any time to paint them right now. I'm too busy painting other stuff.
There's this guy in Anderson. You should really hit him up.
You're a funny guy.
I've been told.
I've been told he paints.
I got a sprayer right there. You want to spray him?
Yeah, I saw that. It's heavy duty to do a whole army at once.
Yeah.
It's an advanced technique. You
You
just
want
got to get that pigment down.
You want semi-gloss? You want some semi-gloss or what do you want? Flat?
Semi-gloss.
I painted my first minis with nail polish pauldrons. I got metallic chrome. I'm like, this is gonna look great. It's shaped just like a fingernail. Spoiler, does not look great.
I had my first gaunts that I had ever painted, or my first army was Tyranids, and the first ones I ever painted, I used green skin, gray armor, and then thought that painting red on the talons would make them look like they had blood. But what it just ended up looking like was a bunch of Christmas gaunts running around, with a little bit of spreading Christmas cheer as they're running all over the table. And then they get killed by everything, because back then instant death was a thing, so warriors sucked. Yes. Okay, so deploy, and all that fun stuff. So we're going to go into psychic.
We'll go to the split view.
Yeah, splitting viewing. You're on camera now, sir.
Hey, big shout out to Humboldt Fog.
That's right. You need to plug them. Tell them to come check it out. So beginning of the psychic phase, I'm going to let's see. We're going to do paroxysm on. Just do paroxysm. See if it happens. It does. Okay, so parox is good from the swarm lord. So swarm lord is going to choose a target. This guy hasn't gotten it yet. He's going to feel no pain, just for all the fun things. Because your guns are getting less and less. The next thing we're going to do is, not paroxysm. That was catalyst. Sorry, paroxysm is the next one. I said paroxysm and got off. We'll just choose an enemy unit. That unit is fighting last. Now it's catalyst.
Which one?
This incursor unit, the faraway one. The faraway incursor unit.
The fuzzy one.
Yeah, the fuzzy one. The next one, and then he's getting feel no pain on the big scary Dimachara. It's 5+. So, Symbiostorm here. Ooh, yeah. Do I need exploding 6s?
You have one command point, sir.
Exploding 5s. I know, but I can't use it there. I have to use it because that model can't fire right now because it had to fall back.
Hey, these are your problems.
All right, so we're not going to use it. We're going to go with Smite instead. That does happen. So D3 mortal wounds, and it's only 1. Guy takes a wound. All right, beginning of the shooting phase, I have to spend the command point. This guy counts as stationary for the turn.
All right, so you're going down to 0?
Oh, of course. So I can fire twice with the overhead shoulder cannon. You know, the symbiote on top wants to shoot. We're going to shoot here.
Shoot where, sir?
From the exocrine into the incursors.
What's his AP?
-3. Flat 2 damage.
Ugh.
I'm still going to make him roll
Exploding
it.
nothing, but re-rolling ones because he counted as stationary, thanks to Kronos. That's another hit, so that's 5 hits. Wounding on 3s, because strength 7, that's 4 wounds. Come on, 6s.
1-6.
All
Three
right,
go
so there's
through.
one guy left. It doesn't matter, I'm going to fire a second time, so.
At them?
Yeah,
All right, well, I'm not going to make you roll that.
there you go. That's fair. I'm just there to delete because they're too close to my deployment zone.
They were in your deployment zone.
Yeah, nice stuff. The Hive Guard are going to fire into that unit.
Oh, so many brave sons of Russ.
Into this other incursor, and this intercessor unit.
Yeah, that's intercessors.
Intercessors from them. Not drawing a line across the dense terrain, thank God. So here we go, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Every hit. All 12. Strength 8. T4.
Yep.
2s. There's a couple of 1s. So 10.
AP.
-2, so you get 5s to save it. D3 damage apiece.
Uh, 2 saves. So that's 8.
Yeah, that's so 8. I'll roll them up. There we go. So first guy, a single wound. So the first 2 kills a guy. Second guy takes 2 wounds. Third guy takes a single wound, so the extra dice will kill him. It's 8, right? Go
Yep.
through? Okay, so it's 5, 2 wounds, and 2.
Yep.
Delete.
I was really hoping.
Hoping they survive?
Lictors
Yes.
are going to throw two flesh hooks into the back of the tank.
Flesh hooks!
There's no flesh there. This rolls a 1 and a 2.
Flesh hooks is a secret word with the Tyranids.
It is. It's kind of it's a not spoken word that we.
Tyranid nerds.
Shh. It's the best pistol in the game. It can shoot into and out of combat. Nobody else can do that. It just doesn't hit anything ever. So during the shooting phase, we're going to move a second time with the Diamond Charon. He's within 6. So you're just going to go boing.
Ugly. Feel no pain, 16 wound, hopped up murder machine.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Even the sons of Russ are shaken.
Who has to fight last?
He does have to fight last. So does this unit. So which unit do you think I'm going to shoot? All right, so I'm going to do, just for, this guy has an armor save of what? 5, 6? I don't know how many gaunts I need to throw at him.
It's either 4 or 6.
Parisians, I think they got a 6.
And 2 wounds?
Correct. 4 up save.
Wow. Is that a cyber wolf?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
All right, so we're going to do
That's a- that's a
5.
counts as.
We're going to do 5 into him, and then we're going to do the other 25 gaunts into the unit that's not striking last, this unit here.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
All right, so these are the 5 gaunts. Firing into your cyber wolf.
What are they hitting on?
4s. And then wounding on strength 4, T4. Wounding on 4s.
I believe these 2 for you.
And rerolling 1s. Give me 3 saves. You can make it. You can stay alive. 3 saves.
No AP.
No, it's gaunts.
Makes 2 lose, and 1 goes through.
So he takes a single wound. He has 2 damage.
2 wounds.
Man, I should have thrown 1 more shot at him. Oh,
Yeah, that kind of stymies you a bit.
that's all right. So 30. This is the first 30, so I have 75. So this is the first 30 into your infantry unit. That's cover dice.
How do you feel? You think your unit will survive, sir?
I don't know. I don't know if we agreed that provides light cover or not.
It is. Yeah, you can take the models on the light cover. That's fine. 2 up armor. That works.
Maybe.
I'm okay with that.
Probably not. But
75 shots coming in?
Yeah. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 in the first volley. Next 30, I'll make 60. 18, oh, 19. Sorry, missed one. Next volley. Miss, 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 miss.
Would you ever feel comfortable using like a dice app? Do you think that would ever be like a thing where like you know,
I like rolling dice, that's why I play
No, I
Tyranids.
know, but I mean like.
No, part of this game is rolling dice. So why leave it up to a computer, and computers
12,
can be
15.
tinkered with.
So 19 plus 15,
We all own a lot of dice already.
20.
We're pretty bought in.
4, 19, 15, 29. 19, 15, 19, 20.
No, 19 plus 15 is
30,
going to be 34. So
and then I have
4,
and then I have
8,
15 more.
12, 16, 20,
12,
24.
15.
You still have to wound, right?
I still have to roll the wound, but I got to re-roll the ones to wound. Because there's over 20 bodies, or 20 bodies or more. 20 is like the magic number.
Are you not rolling your space dice?
All right, so add 2, 4, 6, 8 to that 24, so we're, or that 34, so we're at 40,
42.
42. So we'll do the first 30. Actually, we did this way.
8,
Let's do 20.
12, 16, 20,
9. All right, so we'll do the first
8.
21. We'll do 21 twice.
10.
What are you wounded on?
Force.
You rolling one?
Rerolling ones, and he gets a 2-up armor, so. Rerolling ones.
Zach, you got this.
I believe in you losing 2 Space Marines.
They're not space marines. They're
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
They're
8, 9, 10,
Adeptus
11, 12,
Astartes.
13, 14,
Excuse
15,
me,
and
trademark.
15 in the first
Game
volley.
workshop. Forever.
And the second volley. Rolling the ones. $15 plus 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
28 total?
28 total wounds.
I'm pretty impressed by your setup.
Thank you, sir. We're trying.
How many times do you have 3 games going at once?
Usually Saturday night we actually have 3 games going at once.
That's crazy talk.
Okay, so the first half, they all got saved.
Joe, what
You
got-
just rolled how many and didn't make a single one?
Half.
This is with you.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So 2 models.
2 models.
But did you call that? Hey,
He called 2.
you called 2 models?
Yeah.
Exactly 2 models.
Yes.
Well, you came on an off weekend because if Joe Ponce was here, Joe Ponce would find someone to game with, and he'd be going right now.
Again and
I'm
again
just
and
really
again.
impressed. Like, that's just a lot of games to be playing. Like,
All right, so I've got a.
like push and prod to like.
I got
Usually
introduced.
half of them.
So I got a couple of charges. First one's going to be the Diamond
2 years
Carron
ago,
into these
I
2
got
units.
introduced to John, and he's kind of like the head of the Warhammer community around here, kind of.
And in Reading I was.
Yeah.
And
So
when
he's kinda
I'm
like-
in 6 inches.
So then I ran into everyone else, and then when the lockdown happened, someone asked if we could record something, so we started with that camera up there, and then we just grew.
Lictor's going to go into your.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll. Unless you want.
I do
distance.
want the movement,
Okay.
actually. So it's a reason for engaging all
You're
fronts.
right. So
Because
how long has the bunker been set up then?
this
Since
side, and I stand on the
January 2nd of
objective
this year.
too at the same time. See how
Yep.
I did that?
That's it.
So-
So what were you guys playing before then? Just
That's all your charges?
whoever's
That's all my
house,
charges.
Or you were in Nexus a lot.
No, Nexus opened 2 weeks before the pandemic.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So then, but we would go to. I never.
So
played
your Talon kind of messes with it, but I can get.
King's table before they
King's
close.
Table, yeah.
Do you mind if I move him because your Talon kind of gets in the way?
Oh, let me turn him around. Here, we'll do it this way. You can. I'll go butt in. Does that make it easier?
Better target.
Better target. Did you say better target?
Yep.
He's all butt in.
So
Better
then,
target.
and then through John, like I met
They're dogs. What do dogs do?
Zach
Sniff the butts.
and
Or hump the butts.
Well, they're not definitely humping that butt. That butt's gonna. That butt has a queen tail.
and then there's Mason.
And I fight last, don't I?
You fight last, and you still fight after them because then it goes to ongoing combat.
No. Charging would cause me to fight first.
But you didn't charge that unit.
So we both fight last,
I
and it would
thought
be
we did
my
7
turn.
years
I'd choose the first unit.
At Annie's place.
But it's ongoing combat though.
It's not ongoing combat.
So that was pretty sweet. We guys have 2 tables.
Because I still count as charging, just
Yeah.
not first. Does that make sense?
and
I'm not
then
fighting first.
I had to take
It's
it
still my
over,
turn. It's
and
still
I
a
had
charging
lost
unit.
space, but
I'll
I
fight
had
first
space
with
this
that model before you'll get to swing with that
little-
other unit.
actually an old, like, coach
Okay.
house
But it's not that big of a deal.
Early
All right.
20th century.
There's a thing about it in the back. I
And
can't remember. Keep going. I mean, you.
There is. I just don't.
Yeah.
Well, you get your lictor first.
Yeah, we'll do the
regardless.
lictor first, just for shits and
Yeah.
giggles.
Right, it's so convenient.
Lictor. Here we go. Scratching the paint.
Friends, and they always come over to my house.
Scratching the paint.
The whole
Only 2 times.
and the whole thing we have it
Wounds.
set up is
No
we have
wounds.
a Google
Okay.
calendar
Okay,
A scratch paint.
because they don't need me here.
so I'm just gonna hit back with the war one really quick.
They schedule their
On
dates and they
twos.
just come in and play.
Nice.
3. Wait, no, not on 2s. On 5s.
They only need me when they want to stream.
So 1 hits and 3s.
And you just want to
Wounds.
get the word out about Warhammer, like just like what's the appeal?
If attacking model and target unit have conflicting rules, the attacking model's rule takes place.
Well,
That's for attacker's priority. But that's always fights first last thing because we both fight last. If unit can always fight first but must also fight last, it does fight as if it's not affected by either rule. If players both have models that fight first or last, alternate select units to fight starting with the player whose turn is taking
Okay,
place.
perfect.
So it is. That's what I thought. Just
Uh,
I
making
don't
sure.
want to talk
1
about
wound in your lictor.
So the whole callus behind the scene is Zach
-1.
and Joe Fonz. Wanted to
Negative
know
1?
if there was a way
Yeah,
to
it's assault.
record it.
What's
Because-
assault?
It's assault doctrine.
Oh my gosh. So he takes a wound. He just drove over my lictor's toe. That wasn't cool. Down to 2.
Because Zach, when he first started to play, you wanted to watch the games. Go back. And
That's
see-
why I don't care if people really charge my tanks. 'cause
By
I usually
now,
get
it
1
doesn't
wound.
matter. So fighting, you fight with all that fun stuff first. The 2 or the 3 remaining guys here and the wolf
And then
before I choose to
I
fight with the
don't
Diamond
use
Karen.
computers, so I'm like, all right, let's build something.
Okay, so we'll go with the, I think it's a 3-man squad of incursors into the Diamond Charon, hitting on 2s.
When these guys
6s
go,
explode, but I have
so
1 6.
I just build it and they play.
Right on.
And T7 or T8.
7.
So on 5s.
And then John got me hooked on plastic crack.
It's all my fault.
That's 3 at AP -2.
So 3 at 5s. All go through damage.
Single damage each.
So 5 up, feel no pain. And I felt 1 of them.
Okay, and the Cyberwolf has
3 attacks.
Oh, John's
I don't remember if he has
like a
3 or
Shakespearean
4.
Michael villain. You have like Iago powers.
Oh,
You meet this guy and you're like, hey
3.
man, you need to buy all this stuff that you got to buy from me because I painted up real good.
No,
for you.
he tells
Oh.
me to stop.
1.
I actually didn't start the painting business until he started like 45 days ago I started this painting business.
Okay.
I've been doing it just for myself, and occasionally I'd paint for other people. I used to just do characters and rarely a whole army.
And we started blasting him out there. He's like,
1. AP -3.
see this?
Good.
Or -2.
Failed and damaged.
Direct your
1.
markers?
1 damage. 5 up.
That's his.
Nope,
not
take it.
Instagram. That's his Instagram.
So that's 3 damage that he took? Or
Total
no,
of
2.
3. Total of 3.
Total of 3?
Way to,
No, this is 2. That's the second.
Yeah,
one.
okay. That's what I thought.
Like do
It's only
football
2.
play type stuff.
Then he gets to swing
Yep.
We're working on
into
it.
the guys that have not swung yet.
Cool.
No, why would you do that?
Because
you
then
should
they
go on the Cyberwolf.
No. I'll do the tail into the Cyberwolf because he shouldn't be there. So
Going on right now?
that's the plan.
And then
Tail's
it's
going
like
into the
yellow
Cyberwolf.
overlay.
I don't know if you noticed or not.
Like there's
So
each corner
reroll all
of the
hits.
table,
Those
and
are
then
all
you get a
hits.
phone and you can do overlay.
And then
it does
wounding
all the-
on 2s.
It does all the measurements.
That's
the
5
flows,
wounds.
the
AP.
shooting off
Neg
point
3.
view.
Come on, roll those cheeky 6s or lose the unit.
Come on.
Nope, not a 1.
So that you lose the unit. Then we're going to tail the dog. Tail the dog. Dog does not get tailed. I rolled a 2.
If you have all these games going, I think something you could definitely do to get some interest in your stream would be to like have it over this table, have this camera over this table, and then just like there's also this war zone going over that we don't cover as much
Yeah.
as the other game, but it's like there's a slow bit.
How
there,
frustrating
you
was
like,
that?
So this is
Yeah,
that
spin
dog.
that camera.
I just don't want to talk about that dog, but it's okay. So we have a strength test on that
Yeah, right on.
that last incursor
Yeah,
unit.
we do that.
Don't
yeah.
roll a 1, 2, or 3.
4.
That's pretty interesting.
You keep surviving that. Get over here! No! Run away! All right. So that's still your
And I
objective.
mean, the people we have who play are pretty good on camera.
That's still your
So-
objective.
Oh,
But that means
I
we
just
still
don't think
only
it's-
each hold 2? No, you only hold 1. No,
No.
you hold this one.
That one and
This
that
So
one.
you hold 2. Darn it. Having to keep it at that 10-point margin. Have to play the secondaries. I did get engaged in all fronts, though, being on that side of the center line.
so are you done?
So I got engaged in that corner as well.
Are we going to
My
points?
turn is over.
Okay, let's go to points. So what'd you get for engage? 3 or 4?
Me?
You got
I
3.
got all 3.
Okay, so I can put you up to 6. And so we're going to save that. So we're going to put the hunter on turn 4. So at the end of battle round 3, it's 44 for the hunter and 36 for the judge. Mr. Hunter, you get a command point, and what do you get for primary?
10.
10.
Okay, so Cameron wiped one squad and weakened the other one.
The other one, yeah, the other one was gaunt shot. I actually didn't attack this one. The tail was supposed to kill the last one on the dog, and I rolled a 2.
That's a wily dog.
I was like, man, that dog. It's like, can't catch me, can't catch me. Ball, 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 ball.
What, did you get anything for glory kill on his turn? Did you?
No, we only did 2
No, I only
ones.
did 2.
Come on, guy.
Dude, it's a big Dimacaron
Well,
souped up with feel no pain.
It wouldn't
It's-
matter because that turn I killed a Dimacaron. I
So
can't.
you can't get it all
right.
on the same.
If
You have to
it,
get
if
it
it
as
was
a
a character, then I would have gotten. Then I could have gotten. But so if, say he's got a monstrous character, I can choose which one it is. So if I killed the Swarm Lord and a Dimacaron in a turn, then I'd get 5. Otherwise, I would have to. If I killed 2 Dimacarons, I still get 3.
Yep.
Come on, Zach. We're gonna go to the sport because we got all kinds of measuring going on.
Oh, there's a lot going on. I'm
Thi-
measuring for some things to try and get points. So
This is my make or break.
this turn,
Yes.
what's your play?
Well,
Because
it's
I kind of positioned so far away from you that your combat units, which you have very little of, I took away your last shooting unit. Besides your, I think I took away almost all of your shooting units.
Yep.
So you are combating only.
Well, no, I can still shoot.
Throw grenades.
I have pistols.
Yep.
I have pistols.
Yep.
So
I'm just saying in general, the shooting threats have been removed.
yes.
How many wounds does the Lictor have left?
2.
Mm.
But he's just there to do one thing. Engaging all fronts. He got me my engage. Next turn, the Ripper's going to make a mad dash for that corner anyway. And it's an OS unit. They can get in there and tie up and take that objective.
The really bad thing about those Termagants is like they show up once the tools to remove them have been removed.
Yep.
Yeah, really effective.
And then they come in and remove the tools that would normally be used to remove them. That's their goal. So if you do that, you pick up things that pick up your big things first, and then usually they fight and struggle to get your big things down, and they drop your big things, and now they've got tools to deal with the little things. Cool, I dealt with the little things, and then all the little things that pop up and shoot the little things that were going to be tools to deal with the little things, and now you're scrambling. It doesn't always work that way. This has a really hard counter. Sisters is a very hard army to beat with this army because of the number of multi-meltas that it shoots out. That has 3 Retributor squads with 4 multi-meltas apiece. One of them can reach out 36 inches, and then they're running on for the +1 to wound, and then being able to fire again with chubs to just delete things.
I think more than anything though, it's that guaranteed damage. It's when something is a flat 5 or 6 damage. Like that's the real horror.
Or the auto charge from Deep Strike, or Repentia arrive, and then the Repentia just
Tough spot here, right?
automatically make a 24-inch
Because you're-
move,
It's turn
run,
4, right?
and charge
Yeah.
because
But I
of
mean,
the.
like,
You have 2.
pretty
You
much
have,
can't
you have
get
a,
10 points,
if
right?
you have a 6, you have a
No,
3
that's
sixes
not
in
true.
your
That's what I'm
command
trying to. That's what I'm trying to work right
Guaranteed
now.
a 6-inch run, because that's 1 phase. You can use Miracle Dice again in the charge, and you can use 2 Miracle Dice for the charge substitute. So you can go move 6, run 6, charge 12, guaranteed if you have that dice. You can actually calculate, looking at your Miracle Dice, if your Repentia can book it to a target. You don't even have to roll it.
Okay, it's stupid, but
And they have exploding 6s.
it's not as stupid because you play guard. You'll understand this. That at one point you've had 2 company commanders,
Huh?
and they both run, and then the guy who's out further is like, "Hey, I'm going to order you to run some more," and that guy's like, "Yes, sir."
You're out of CP, correct?
Yeah, I don't get another one until the beginning of the next turn. I had to fall back and shoot.
You have 1, sir.
And then the other guy is like, "Hey, you need to run." The guy who just got ordered to run gets ordered to run.
And
Have
orders-
Have you ever done that one?
Yeah, they can order themselves now for
Oh,
technical reasons.
Even better.
Yeah.
Just self
It's like,
motivation.
yeah, it's like, okay, sir, run! Yes, sir! No, keep running!
I outrank you.
Well, right now, tank commanders, I find the tank commanders, it makes perfect sense, because the tank commander is in his tank,
Okay,
hollering at
we're
the
gonna
tank
advance
crew.
these blade guard.
You know, what?
5.
Advance? Yes, come to my guns.
Okay, so it happens all the time that people get stuck with a servo skull that outranks them. Correct?
I love that line. That's a great line. It happens all the time that people get stuck with a servo skull that outranks them.
There's untold trillions. Quite often you get to hire it like this, it's especially bad when there's like 5 dudes and they're being commanded by a servo skull.
I don't like John's guard because he does the stupid Talarian thing where he shoots with his tank and then runs behind buildings and hides.
So Talaran Imperial Guardsmen, which are supposed to be the Desert Raiders, but I run the high desert and the snow. You know. Anyway, they're supposed to be Desert Raiders. What they're allowed to do, the tanks can issue an order to themselves. Tank commanders can issue an order. It's called get around behind them. So even after you've done and fired, you can still make a 6-inch move, no matter what your bracket is. So if you're only moving 3 inches because you're bracketed on your last bracket, you can still tell your tank to move 6.
Nice.
And hide. So you hop out. It's like an old Eldar or Tau trick.
Yeah,
That's why I played Tau when they did that. I played Eldar when they did that. Those were really good times. I love armies that do that. I actually played, what was the game called? Bolt Action. The Americans used to have a tank called the Chaffee that allowed it to do that. If you shot at it, it could rick you away. It would just like hide out behind a building. So you'd fire that one first, so it's already out there and moved and fired, and then it's an alternating game, and then they'd shoot at your tank, and you just like, yeah, nope, you have no target now.
Silly.
I like that mechanic. It's very abusable, and that's
We're
but
gonna
the
advance the
guards just don't do
librarian.
enough damage anymore. You got to be within 24 inches to do the damage of the talons or the big cannon things.
With demolisher cannons.
Yeah, and or by the extensional range, or custom fleet, and then you can't move since they have no invul save. There's nothing to save them.
Yeah, the lack of invul save is it's proving too punishing in the way the game's designed.
Right now, with how powerful the guns are. Did you see how last cannons changed recently?
What are they?
So they're going to be
-7.
damage
We're gonna
D3
CP
plus
reroll
3.
that one.
Good.
No,
That's-
we're not.
It's the same as these. This is kind of the test. Right now, that's what the key, big, heavy vehicle hunter, heavy infantry hunter, all that stuff. It should be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to fire a las cannon.
Move these blade guard, advance the librarian, and move the judiciary.
Move the shares moved. Come get some.
So now we're going to do the 6-inch
So you gotta
light.
stay locked in combat, not run away from me.
No, why would I run away from
I don't
you?
know. I just because I'm gonna eat them anyway.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to
Going back to the overhead. We got that little movement.
do the light cover, which I get, and then now I'm going to spend my last CP to give them the -1 to hit within 6 inches. So
All
these,
those are -1.
yep, all these are -1,
Seems good.
except for him, but you can't
Target him unless he's the closest model to the
Right.
target. Yep.
Everybody else is out of any kind of psychic range.
So
So
having to run without actually playing with a flyrant. A flyrant moves 16 inches. It's all kinds of fun to fly around the board and do psychic powers. It can double smite, and do the. It's my anti thing.
I heard what there's one around there here, and I heard a guy eaten by plasma.
That was a rumor.
Was it a ruse as well?
Well, it's only
Or
a,
was it
it's
fake?
on, it was it's only a rumor. It's only a bad thing if we don't win the battle and we don't absorb the biomass.
actually,
Because our own model's dying helps
Oh,
the biomass
crap.
as long as we don't lose.
darn it, I should have moved him too. Son of a.
I think Tyranids
You wanna move
is
the
the most
Cyberwolf?
horrifying thing.
Well, yeah,
You've
because
only
there's
done a psychic power.
okay. So I'm going to advance the Cyberwolf this way.
In advance, he can run. He can advance and run.
Yep,
Or
he can
advance
advance and charge.
Oh yeah, he's coming on.
So
in.
he's got 14 inches.
There you go. I'll give it to you. You're on the back foot right now, so I'll give you every opportunity you can get. Let's make it a game.
Still
Okay.
got 6 points on you though. You're gonna have to make some big point plays.
I'm gonna play the primaries hard for 15 for the next 2 turns.
He's got a lot of points on him.
He's got a lot of points.
No, you have to add the 10 though.
I also have 15 points of while we stand and 10 points
10.
of scramblers.
Didn't I take out one of your warriors?
That one, this one, and this one.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
None of them yet. I've still
Yeah,
got all my
well,
while we
he has-
stands. I've still got my scramblers, so I'm 25 points up. If he doesn't, I mean, I'm 25 points up, but I'm not.
Okay, we're going to charge the
the end of the
Cyberwolf,
game.
and he gets it.
Yep.
And then we're going to charge the Judiciary, and he needs a 7, which he gets with an 8.
Can I help?
You wanted to interrupt?
Before you charge, shouldn't you shoot your pistols into the...
Oh yeah.
cannon?
It's not going to do anything though, so
I
why
know,
why
but-
waste the shots?
Because... if
You got to take
hit-
every opportunity to shoot everything. 3
Three.
pistols. 1 hit. 2 hit.
No wounds.
Yeah. So
That's
wasn't
why.
it? That's why.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's like...
Ding 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 ding
If you
ding
don't
ding
think
Yeah.
about
ding
it-
ding ding ding. Crap. And then the person who fights first, after
My judiciary.
after all your charges are done,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to step on things first.
Do you have TCP to interrupt?
I don't need to interrupt. You
It's
didn't charge with
continuing
anything.
combat.
It's continuing combat.
Right. Well,
So-
I've got these charges.
Oh yeah, no. You here, make it easy for you.
Okay.
There you go. Because Elector has no fancy invulnerable save, and that Judiciary just deletes him. I'll put Elector back
Can I
in.
ask you a quick question?
Yep.
Before you go forward? When your librarian was here, what I was thinking is, how come you didn't just smite the lictor, and then that would have freed you up to shoot the...
Because I have because I just got 3 points for Warrior Pride for charging 2 units, and if I killed him with a smite, then I wouldn't. Then I would have lost 3 points.
Oh, because I was thinking like...
He needed to charge with 2 units to make his 3 points
Got
this
it,
turn.
okay.
That was actually very crucial for his point cap, which he needs. So
That's it.
that's it. All right.
It's you.
So at this point, we're going to attack here. We're going to go tail into the dog again. Let's stick with what we know works. I'm going to start with the tail this time. Tail into the dog. Oh my gosh.
Miss.
Yes, that was a 1. Then they're going to kill the unit.
It's because everybody knows how to dodge the tail attack, especially when the monster turns around.
Especially when you've got a dog.
And then
I hope a dog would
that's
get out of that.
5 saves at 6s, or delete.
You got this.
What's the strength of that dog?
4 or 5.
So we're going to try a
4.
spear. It's 4?
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1, 2, or 3.
5.
Damn it! Everything gets away from that stupid thing. I really wanted to kill that guy.
So...
I should have directed 1 extra attack to it. But I needed to make sure the Marines died,
Is that turn?
because they're OS.
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
Yeah, that is the end of the turn.
Okay.
He does prevent me from holding that one, but he holds 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
I hold 1, 2.
Hold on, let me get there in neuron points. What do you get for Warrior Pride?
Pile in.
You
3.
get 3, so up to 9. What about for your glory kills? Anything?
Nothing yet.
Nothing? Okay. Still no deploy scrambler, so we're going to say that. Okay, so John, we're going to go to the top of your turn 4. Turn 4, we're going to give you a command point. And what do you got for primary?
Me?
Yep.
10.
Yeah. I get 10 points. I have 2.
Okay.
My
And
final
nothing
turn will have to be
triggered?
15. 1 command point coming back to me. Yay!
Yeah, so, so it's giving
So we're going to...
6.
Can't fall back with that yet. I just want to double move the swarm one onto the objective.
I should have freaking advanced him. Whatever.
They're going to move forward.
Let those boys live to deploy their scramblers.
That's what these ones are doing.
Yeah, you're right. That was. I should have freaking deployed them while I had the chance. I was just
Sometimes
hoping
it
for that
sucks
charge.
When a group of cold-blooded assassins like bent to kill have to just like set up equipment.
Yeah.
We're not roadies. Yes,
Okay,
you
so we
are.
made it out. I'm still on the objective here, but we made it out to deploy midfield scrambler, so that's unit's going to do that. So that'll be my last scrambler. Blink. The swarm mode's going to make a 7-inch move around the bend here. And this guy's going to make a fallback.
He's got to got you on the back because he's like all over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this is John's game to lose right now. Can he fall back if he's in combat?
He can fall back and charge.
Hmm.
He goes right over models when he moves. Over models, over terrain, over all that. He just can't end on top of a higher point.
Yeah, because he's on 46 and you're on 57.
No, he's really on 61.
Yeah, because he's got all that down there.
This gaunt unit is going to take a
And they'll probably match primary.
6-inch maneuver?
Because just how many models he's got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can advance them because it's an assault weapon. We'll do that. And they're cracking, so 3 dice, taking the highest. Crazy. Yeah, we're going to come on in. A whole bunch of inches, 12. He's going to step on over here.
So you came to the high tyrant world and didn't go so well.
It's his game to lose. It doesn't mean that.
Well, you'd have to kill his
Bounce
whole
around.
shit we fight, right?
The swarm lord is
I don't
going to
know yet.
psychic powers.
It really depends on
Powers.
some things this next turn.
This Ripper unit's going to run that direction. And they only get 1 dice because they are not Kraken. So I'm going to move 7. That's pretty. Where's your psyker? I was way over there. That was too far away for deep shadow. so psychic phase. We're going to do catalyst on the big bug again because he hasn't been able to eat anything yet. So catalyst. Come on over here. Get on the sun stuff here. All right, so we'll start with catalyst. It's successful. So catalyst on the big bug, and then don't really have a paradox target, so smite. Smite's good. Your dog dies to psychic might. Single wound.
So tired. That dog's been going crazy all game.
Running! Ball! Fine bolts. There we
It's
go.
not a ball, it's a skull. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
This is
It's
true.
the 41st millennium.
I'm getting ahead of my psychic phase. We gotta finish that. See if we can do Symbiote Storm over here. That's one that's gotta go off on the big boy. Does go off.
It's only a 5?
6. I'm gonna re-roll it.
CP?
Can't re-roll the ones anymore. Yes, there we go. 6. Success. So we're out. And then smite. You are within 18, I think.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure you are. So we'll do a smite. Second one is a 6. I did get a 10, not an 11. So only D3. It is 3 though. Pick one, anyone.
Yeah, it's got to be that guy. Let me make sure I didn't actually move him out. No. Okay, that's good.
Don't they have a pistol?
Hmm?
Don't they have a pistol?
Yeah, I can. On a 4-up, I can shoot him.
But range of the pistol's 18 inches.
18. So he's in the range of.
Yeah, fire away.
Okay. On a 3, and on a not a 1.
All right, so we're gonna double move this Swarm Lord real quick
Yeah,
for his
'cause
in his
Jeff-
own. He's gonna make his own move.
Jeff, when he was playing Mason, he took out a whole squad of witches and something else all with those squads.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's middle of the table. 30. Yeah, we're still on this quarter. Okay, good. And we're not in the middle. 22. Not within 6 inches of the middle. Good. Okay. They can still hold this quarter wholly by themselves. All right. So shoot sting. I did that move.
And you're out of CP because you did the
Yeah.
reroll.
Yeah. And then they have nothing else to shoot at, and they just wanted to move on to an objective for shits and giggles.
Whoa.
Yeah. See, spits and giggles. That's what I said. That was exactly what I said. So here we go. Targeting this unit here with Symbiote Storm, exploding plasma goodness. Rerolling ones.
And they're +1 or -1 to hit for you.
So only 6s, not 5s, explode. So I did get 1 6 though. So we're gonna add 1 back because that's total 6 hits.
well, he hits on 4s, right?
It's on 3s.
With the -1.
4s, but it gets okay. Let me reroll. I'll do reroll the whole thing.
Well,
You're
we
right.
No,
got
I'm-
right
No. It's all right. What was the first initial roll?
here. 2 5s, a 4, a 6, and a 3.
So only 1 3.
Yeah.
That was a miss, and then 1 exploding 6.
So it's still 5.
So still
Okay.
yeah, still 5. So wounds. It's 4 wounds.
AP
-3.
-3.
So under your influence. Flat
No,
3 damage.
3. Because they're in light cover.
Okay.
So that drops it to a 1 + 3. No, you're right. Okay.
Still influence.
Okay. Sorry,
2
5.
damage. Yep. 4.
And
All of them.
Fantastic. Second volley. You're rolling the ones. There's an explosion, but I got 2 misses, so we'll put 1 back. That's 5 hits. That's 5 wounds. Do it again.
Come on, Jeff.
10, sir.
Not even close. How many damage?
2 damage apiece.
So that's
Negative.
2 gone.
Fire pistols as they die, if they have range.
At least 1 does.
Yeah, 2 do, if you pull the ones on the objectives, but I don't think you want to pull those ones.
No. You're still shooting with your hive guard.
Yeah, I haven't fired the hard guard yet.
Pretty hard gun line done. I can really really disappointed one thing in Delete seems to be like,
This is the balance of the Tyranids. They're very aggressive. Half of this is Kraken, half of this is Kronos. Kronos is a very stand still and shoot. But not being able to have to see anything and fire is 270 points. And they ignore -1, -2, AP -1, -2. So even if you fire indirect stuff that's -1, -2, like what most is, and it just like it bounces off.
Ready to roll your foot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and they're 5 points.
Yeah. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Hive Guard. We're going to draw a line all the way to your unit in the back there. Do I have range? Oh, 36. Sorry. Yeah, I have range. Okay. So that 2-man unit that's on the objective back there, that's what's going to get shot with Hive Guard this turn. 12.
Well, Hive Guard are pretty good from what you're saying.
As long as they don't get touched in a game, that's usually a game I'm winning. If they get touched, they get shut up real bad because they only have 2 attacks, combat, strength 5, no neg, nothing, and hit on 4s. It really sucks. That's why it was so crucial for me to delete that unit of guys. I had to spend my entire turn shooting at it. I didn't want to, but I didn't have a choice. If they had lived one guy, he would have shut that fire base off. And I need it. So rerolling 1s because...
And then you added the 1 to the... Or subtracted.
I'm hitting on 4s, yeah, right?
If 3's to 4s.
Yeah, 3's go to 4s, yeah. So that's a total of 7 hits. 20 on 2s. Well, that was 3 1s. So 4 get through.
AP.
-2. So are you in cover there?
Yeah, because he's light cover.
He provides light cover. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's -2. So you get on 3s.
Damage.
D3 apiece.
Okay, 3 go through.
First one is single. Second one is single. So that kills a guy. And then the last one is 3 go through. Only 3. So I killed 1 guy. Not enough to do what I wanted to do, but that's all right. Dimacaron's going to charge your Judiciar and the transport.
Okay.
That's a 7. I'm going to fit him in there.
Can you get him in there?
Yeah. Because he ignores all the terrain stuff for movement purposes, and he just got to touch them both. Man. It's kind of tippy, but yeah, there he is. Judiciar makes me fight last, right?
Yep.
So I don't get a fight. He gets to do fighting first. I mean, I charged. Oh, big scary me! And you're like,
Hero!
I'm first.
Seapat Saga.
He needs the points.
Ulrich.
He's got to do it.
Diamond
Okay, we'll start with the Whirlwind on 5s. 2 and a 6, so 3. And strength 7, T7, 4s.
Oh, I got one more charge. Sorry.
Oh,
Rippers. Oh, they ran. I can't charge. Right. Go. Good.
that's 3 at AP -1.
3 into the diamond?
Yep, with the Whirlwind.
With the whirlwind?
Yeah.
You hit me with 6s?
No, 5s. And exploding 6s.
It's only 6. Oh, plus 1 to hit.
Yep, so I got a 5 and a 6 plus a...
3?
I got a 5 and a 6
No,
plus...
how many do I roll?
Yeah, 3.
3. So 2 go through. I felt nothing though. A 5 and a 6 for feeling no pain.
Your Wolverine doesn't get shock assault?
It does.
It does.
Oh, no, it didn't. I only rolled 3.
It's all right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. None of it hit. But I just burned all my hot dice. So
Yeah, no, I don't think... Did Whirlwinds get the... A shock
I believe
assault?
it's just the infantry models, or just the core and infantry, or core and... I think it's just core,
No, I think
core
everything-
and character.
Not...
It's core and character.
I'm curious. It doesn't really matter. It would be one more roll that I...
They have that special win. Adaptus Astartes is the key word. So it would be Adaptus Astartes.
Yeah, so I mean, he gets
he
it.
gets it. That's fine.
All
We're
right,
already
well-
past it, but yep. So you get a finish with the
Yeah, except he actually hit on it.
Judicar?
No, the Whirlwind actually got a 6 on the 4th. So Judicar on 2s. So drops 1, no 6s.
Can the Judicar kill him?
No.
Judicar is going to become breakfast.
Is that like lunchtime?
And
It is
on
kinda lunchtime,
4s.
but he hasn't been able to eat anything, so he's starving. It's still breakfast. He literally hasn't eaten anything all game.
Okay, it's brunch.
4 go through.
4? Negative
4.
5s for Invul. 1 Invul gets going through, so 3 go through damage.
2.
So 6 damage. 5s.
Glory kill.
He takes 4 damage. That's enough to do a point.
And the doggo.
You piled in with the dog?
Yep.
Aw.
1 goes through on the dog. -2.
The dog's pissed off because you killed his other dog friend.
Yeah, we're going to hit this one with the tail. When are you ever going to learn your lesson? Stop hitting the dog with the tail. I made it. Pass. Okay. Inform. So now I get to swing?
Yep. Does he bracket?
Not yet.
Not
Not until
on
9.
10.
He's 18 is where he starts. So one wound off from bracketing. So we're going to go the 6 attacks into the whirlwind just because we can nuke that thing and blow it up because that feels good. And then we're going to go tail into your dog. So dog. Got it. Stop moving. Got it. -3.
Damage.
2.
Right through the mouth and out the butt. He's wearing that dog for the rest of the fight.
Reroll the hits. Oh, that was pretty bad. Only 3 hits into that tank. That's why I threw it all in there. 2 wounds into the tank. -3. 6s.
Sorry, what? 2?
2.
Okay, both go through.
Yeah.
Damage.
Here we go. Big roll. Big money. Nope. Only 4. 8. So total 8 damage. Didn't kill it. So I'm going to have to try and absorb your little guy. Your Judas here. Make a strength test. 1, 2, or 3.
Did you hang
5.
your dog on the
You're stronger than most. I just want to eat him.
They're wolves.
Are you hanging a dog on a diving table?
I
Yeah,
am
the
hanging
dog
it.
is hanging on the
Yeah,
dog.
he tailed him.
I tailed him hard. That's through the mouth and out the butt, or through the butt and out the mouth. One of the two.
It's hard to
Dog.
tell now. The whole thing's a mess.
It's just a sleeve that's wearing on the tail right now. That's the end of my turn 4.
Okay.
You're on to your last turn, sir.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me score you up
I
here.
still get 10 points.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait,
2 on that point, 1 on that point.
Wait,
Yeah,
let's get to the
primary's
end of
good for
turn
you.
4 here. Hold on. Do you get anything for doing 4 damage on that?
Yeah,
Yes,
1
I
point
get
for that.
1 point.
So you go up to 9.
That's actually not horrible for.
No, shooting for anything you hit 9 or 10 on is really good.
And you get, we got, while we stand, just while scramblers, you're not there. Okay,
Well, no, he got
I
deploy
got my last
scramblers.
deploy scrambler.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's
so
got
you're
the 10
at
on
10?
that.
We got the 10 on deploy.
Okay, so let me say that. So at the end of round 4,
I think I'm going to stop you from yours, though.
it's 56.
All I have to do is get him.
Regular move. You can't run.
I can't run?
Can't run.
Son of a.
Yep. That's
I
why
thought
I
I
pushed.
could-
Yep, you got to be able to regular move.
Then I would have advanced with him last turn. I thought it
Okay,
was.
hold on. So the hunter.
That's your first time using scramblers, but
Yeah.
it is regular move. Any
Uh-huh.
actions you can't run and do an action.
Turn 5, you get a. What's your primary?
10.
10.
Yeah, so there's no way that I can win at this point.
That is so weird. This is so freaking.
You'll fix it.
No, I mean like, because this thing says it's reset and we've only done 20 minutes, but the stream is not stopped.
Hmm.
So that's.
Just a timing counter. I blame YouTube.
No, this is OBS. This means we died and came back to life. So I don't think there's.
Should be able to pull 15 in the primary in the final turn, but that's all I'm going to get. Because I don't score until the end of turn 5, because I'm going second.
Yeah, those the wolf guard should have thrown down your screen.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep, that was a huge mistake because I'd be sitting at 78 points.
Yeah. And he would have got 25, which puts him at 81.
Yeah.
Because Mason says that's a hard thing. You got to remember scramblers. When you
Scramblers is tough. It's not a
it's all
guaranteed.
or
A lot of
nothing.
people take it because it is all or nothing. But you have to have a game plan for every game plan and a backup game plan for every single one of your scrambler points. Like I thought the hardest one was going to be in his deployment zone, but he started moving out, and that's what that lictor is perfect for. That lictor just goes boop, scramble because he's not going to do anything. He's a freaking lictor, but he's really hard to screen. As you found out too, you left me just enough space to put one lictor, not enough to put the gaunts, but enough to put the lictor.
Yeah, and that's a nice like bait and switch.
I should be at a right at box card.
It's right at 12.
That's what I set it at.
You state very clearly that like I can do this, and so I'm like, oh, that whole gaunt bomb's gonna come in, and I forget it's like, oh, it could just be the lictor too. He's so little.
Yeah, he is much littler.
I feel like it's super.
So his
appropriate
base
for
should be
this,
down a little bit more, so we should be at a 7-inch charge,
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah, well, there we go. I'll place him in his location.
Yeah,
There.
so he's at a 7,
Okay.
which would mean he'd be at an 8.
I guess OBS just wants to be finicky these couple days.
Happens.
Don't like
I'm just going to move him up. We know that that's a 12. don't think he's even got a chance. He's just outside of 18 right here.
So put him on an objective where you're going to abandon, but it doesn't matter. You've already scored your points for your objectives, so now you're looking at primary, secondaries.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter because you're going to have to hold 4. So for for second turn, do you have to hold more than I hold at the end of the game, or more than than at the beginning of my turn?
This gun unit's going to go all the way there. It's going to string out between these 2 objectives and hold them both.
No, 1 unit can't hold 2.
Yeah, we went.
One unit can. It just
A
can't hold
model.
2 quarters. One model can't hold 2. The unit can hold 2.
Yeah,
Doesn't hold
they came out with the whole thing about it.
Okay.
Yep. So with the Swarm Lord here, the unit can double move, and then I'll get a command point, which means I can...
Yeah, it's not going to matter because the Swarm Lord...
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is double move. I can double move the Gaunt Squad, and I can run and explode them if I need to as I run them across the table. I could actually... I don't have enough Gaunts, but go all the way across this way, but I don't. So... Hell, I may even, if I have enough movement, just do that, and then put the Swarm Lord here. Because they're OS.
But the question still remains: is it how many I hold at the beginning, or how many I hold at
How
the
many
end?
you hold, it's when I check it at the end of my turn
Okay.
on 5.
So if I hold 3, then you'd have to have 4, or if I hold, you have to have more
I'd
at
have
the
to have
end.
more to get 15, yeah. Because I hold this one and that one.
Oh, you're gonna shoot them off anyway.
He's got all his high guard there still.
But if I advance him, 3 is probably the average. They're not going to be within 6. No.
Yeah, we measured that actually. I think it said 18 inches, so even in advance would have been too far away.
Yeah, because I just want to see. Well, if a 3 is about average for the advance, then he'd be 9 here.
Doesn't he provide an OS for models around him?
Yeah, 6 inches.
That might be beneficial.
You're just going to shoot him off, though.
I may have to select targets. I'm only going to have 2 units to shoot with. And if the dice don't roll very well for me, it could be different. OS makes me count the number of models, not just have one model standing here taking it away from you. Just a thought. I mean, they don't have much left. Those charges have to happen. You know, you have to try and kill the Daima. That's minus 5 points if you kill my Daima. Because one of my while we stand models.
Well, then I'm going to have them come back and hold
Touch for cover.
touch
There you go.
for light cover.
That's actually probably the best met. Because you don't have to hold objectives, you just have to... Gonna make me hold 3, which I don't even have to move to do. If you come off that objective with both models, you can make me hold 3. If you have 1 model left on that objective, then you're gonna have to make me have 4, or I have to OS to a couple of objectives.
Well, he's fight lasted anyway, so.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, if you can kill him, more power to you.
All right,
You can live though.
there's movement. So psychic, we're gonna do
Smite.
smite on a 5. Goes off on or does not go off on a 4.
Nope. Outside of 24.
So and then we're gonna do living lightning into him. 6, which I get with an 8, so that's D3 for 2.
2 foot no paints.
Zach, do something big here.
No,
Yeah.
both go through. Down to 8. Now he's bracketed.
I'm sticking it late to see the epic end. They can burn their saga.
God, I only have 1 CP left. I want the charge, so I need to focus on the charge. What's the 8? Oh, that's you guy. Okay, so we'll shoot with the absolver into him. 5 does it, and strength. What's the strength on absolver?
5.
5, so a
Either
4 does
5?
not do it.
Nope.
And the whirlwind can't. All right, so let's see.
The big charge from the long guy. What do you need? 7, right?
7.
Come on.
11.
You got it. He's in there. He's having fun. Need to make that work. Now the question is, do you stay there, or do you with your librarian?
Well, if I stay there, you have to have 4, so you're gonna have to.
Okay, that's fair. I'll let you make the choice. Pros, cons, you choose. You hindsight it after the game.
Well, theoretically, I mean, they can. He's down to 8. He's got his 3 up invuln, correct?
5. What?
Does he have a 3 or 5?
5 up.
I thought when he eats something.
He hasn't eaten anything yet.
Oh, that's
He
right.
stabbed the dog with a tail.
All right,
Wearing it
all
on his
right,
sleeve. He hasn't
all
been
right.
He is starving. He hasn't eaten all day.
He's
It's really
anorexic.
annoying him because he can't get the dog into his feeding organ too.
It's on the end of the tail, and he's like, "Come
It's like
on!"
trying to scratch the exact middle of your back.
And everybody keeps every time one of those get over here things, they just kind of go.
All right, then I'll spend
They
the
outstrength him, so he's like, "Okay, my little tentacle's not strong enough."
1 CP on him to make him +1 to wound. Then
Sure.
I don't know what else I can use the CP for. Re-rolling isn't really gonna make or break anything, but I think a +1 to your wound roll
Yeah,
would
that
probably
could
be
help.
better because it'd be
'Cause then
4s
you'd be-
instead of 5s.
That makes a pretty big difference. And you're flat 2 damage, right?
flat 2.
Spending CP.
Then exploding 6.
Yeah, we'll spend the last CP on that.
There we go.
What do you spend?
Bro.
What do you spend
All right.
on?
He's killing the Daima.
Savage Strike.
He's trying to kill the Daima.
So obviously Daima's gonna fight last. So we'll start off with the.
This is all a matter of I'm going to stand by the dice box and see if I can stay alive.
So on 2s, 6s
Come on,
explode.
Zach, do it.
Get some 6s.
1 6, they all hit.
Titties.
On 4s.
Love the tatas.
2.
2.
Oh.
2 negative a bunch.
Yep.
So 5s. 1 goes through. Damage.
2.
Feel no pains. In the box. 1 goes through. So he's down to 7.
Come on, Whirlwind.
Down to 7.
And the Judiciary on 2s, exploding 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 go through. And he should be on 4s. No. Yes. Because his sword is +3 strength, so he's at 7 strength.
Yep. So winning on 4s.
And 6s do a mortal wound.
Nice.
1 6, and that's the only one that goes through.
That's a mortal wound on the wound.
It's a mortal wound plus the
All
normal
right. So
wound.
invul save for the regular wound doesn't happen. So the mortal wound, feel no pain, felt it, and then the how many damage? 2.
2.
So he takes a grand total of 3 damage.
There's a point.
Ultimate 4.
Get him, Whirlwind.
Whirlwind's gonna do it, man.
So Whirlwind now is only
Not
doing
over his toe.
6s, but they explode. 1
Hey.
6.
Dog, where's my dog?
4s. 1 goes through it, -1.
Oh, yeah.
He made it.
Oh.
His toes are too big. He has hoops. Now I get to swing.
Yep.
Who's actually on the objective? Your big thing and that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do tail into. Oh, let's do all the fun attacks into the transport. I'm gonna do all the attacks into the transport.
The Whirlwind.
Yep, I'm not bracketing until I hit 3. Kind of weird, but
Got 1 more.
I'm gonna double check that wherever my phone is. My daughter probably took off with.
Yeah.
That one's
It's like always 3 wounds. That's just universal.
Yeah, but it starts at 9 is its half point, so I think 4 is its break
It's
point.
not
for the
in your
final.
book?
No,
It's
it's in the Forge rule book.
Well, let's go. I'll look it up and look at wall.
It's okay. We'll take it on 5. We'll take it on the lowest bracket. He hits on 5s.
Okay.
Rerolling hits. So he hits 3 times. He wounds twice.
AP
-3.
6s.
1 to 4.
Yeah. So I thought 4 was.
Both
the
go
bracket.
through.
Yep. That's it. That's 8 damage minimum. I don't have to roll it. See if it explodes.
He does.
Oh my goodness, loving it.
He's gonna actually take out the Karen.
No.
No. D3. Distance. So you got to pick to see if units are affected. Right. This
Yep.
unit here, the Ripper unit. How many wounds does the Ripper unit take? It's 6 inches and D3 mortal
Yep.
wounds. So Ripper,
2.
not losing a model. That's what I needed because they are outside of Synapse. They're all running all over the place. Diamond Karen.
2.
Feel no pains.
You're gonna feel it.
Felt one of them. Down to 3.
Ooh, that tough jerk.
Judiciary.
He's such a jerk.
2.
He's tough.
And Blade Guard. 3.
Kill the Blade Guard.
Way to roll strong on your blade guard there, sir.
Here, I'll pull him out of there real quick just so you can pull your tank.
Oh, yep.
Well, maybe that's what the Karen was balancing on.
He was trying. All right. So, final turn.
So that's Zach's turn?
That was Zach's turn.
Okay, so hold on, let me get him his points.
Yep, he did get points. He got 3. He got a point for not killing the monster but doing damage to it. So he got 1 point for that.
Hold on, let me get down there. I have to scroll down. Okay, so
That was
But
What?
you couldn't make the scrambler. There was just no way to do it.
no.
what about Warrior Pride? You didn't charge with 2?
But that's at the end of the
No, Warrior Pride.
right. That's at the end of the turn.
Battle round.
Yeah, battle round.
But a heroic intervention is not a charge. So
Right. So I don't get anything for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 point for Glory Kill. That's it.
The only way I could is if I have 2 at the end to have 2 units within engagement range,
Okay, let me put.
which I'm not gonna have.
Turn 5, you go up to a command point. We don't do primary, and nothing else triggers right now. So
Diamond Karen is down to its lowest bracket, which is 6 inches of movement. You going that way?
you're not gonna stay in combat.
No. Don't need to. He's gonna enact a charge.
That's the other thing I should have done then. I was
The
trying
Rippers
to
are
kill
going to
him.
move their 6 inches onto the objective, and their objective is secured, so they're going to snag that objective from that Judas here.
Rough.
They,
So the big thing that would have probably changed this game is if you would have got your thing back there, huh?
yeah, they needed to live. He got a scrambler back here, he would have got 10 more points. We'll look at the end to see how close the game still is. So the Gaunts are going to attempt to run. So here's what we're going to do. Run, that's 6. They're going to move 12 inches.
Not so close.
What? John's got 25 more points on top of that.
He's gonna have 81 to 69. It would have been 81 to.
Oh, okay, because 10 points on the primary.
Yeah, I'm going to get 15 on the
15.
primary. I'm going to get 15 on the primary.
And then 15 on his while we stand.
Yeah.
Yep,
brutal.
and then 10 on
so
the
30. Yeah, no.
Oh, what'd you get for engage? Oh no, engage at the end. Sorry.
engage at the end. I'm still going to have engage.
Yeah, he's gonna have that.
So I have the
too.
Swarm
He's gonna have
Lord
30,
here.
40. So he's gonna be at
Diamond
96.
Karen's now in that quarter. He doesn't even have to charge. I don't even care about that objective so much. So
You're just gonna have the librarian live.
So that one's going to move. Then this unit is going to metabolic overdrive with my 1 command point, which means I get to move and run again.
I really like the new scoring system.
So
It makes
they're
you
going to
feel like you
move.
still did good. If you're like, well, I still
610
scored,
this time.
Here in this case, you're still scoring like 70 points, right?
But you can't charge with them, correct?
I don't need to
Right. I'm just.
touch. That's one that matters. And I just got to make sure that I maintain a triangle there so that they keep their coherency of 3.
Mhm.
And then I can string them out 2 inches apart.
Well, 2.
I just have to have
Yeah.
the end has 3. So they can
I
move
thought-
up to 10.
I thought each one had to be within 2 inches of another one.
Yeah, 2 inches of another one, and if he puts another one behind it, it'll be 2 inches. That's how you make it. It's called a pearl configuration. You basically put 3 at each end of your string, and then you can just string them all out, and they will all be within 2 inches of 2 models.
Okay.
That's I've been playing them for a while, and
Yeah.
that's how they work. So that technically is legal as long as I put a third one there. So it's a triangle. See that? So there's these 2 are within 2 of 2 other models. And then I can go all the way back to 1 if I want to. But I want to stay within 6 of the Swarm Lord, which he hasn't moved yet either, so I still have space to move him. This all happens in the movement. But I have to lose some of these models.
So much
Because how many models are there, guys?
movement.
I believe it's 30, right? So we got to pick up all the blue dice, throw them in the box, and see how many heads explode.
Brad.
Because we just push them. We don't care. This
What do
is
they explode on? Ones?
Ones.
Let's see.
See how many ones we get, guys? On the box. Eek. That's not too many. 1, 2, 3. That's average. I'll take it. It's actually below average. I'll take it way
So
better.
what's your leadership on these things?
They're fearless.
Oh, that's
As long as they're in synapse.
So we'll do 1, 2, 3. And then Stormwood's going to take his. He's only half bracketed, so he's only got 7 inches of movement. He's going to go to there. And then he's going to force him to move and run again
so
in the
this
shooting
objective-
phase. But we got a psychic phase first. So psychic, we're going to do smite to that guy and see if I don't kill Swarmlord in the process.
Who are you smiting with?
Swarmlord? He has a psychic power. Just because he can. I mean, I really shouldn't.
But doesn't he have to
Do
be
I need
visible?
to? Does it matter?
Yeah, he's got to be visible. This is obscuring.
Yeah. that's-
Oh, no, that's right. No, it's only during the shooting phase. But you're right. Invisible. It's good. It's fine. You're visible target. He's hiding. I don't want to do it anyway because they take damage. It's all right. It's okay. It's perfectly fine.
Are those the 3 that died?
Yes.
Okay.
They're just off.
They're
just off in La La Land. They're being absorbed right now. Hold on, wait. They're in the pool.
Yeah, that's. I was just looking at that. Like that's
They're in
such
the
a,
digestion
that's such a
pool. Get in
freaking
there.
cool thing.
So
just
second
asking.
flower's over here. We do need exploding 6s just for. Let's see if that guy doesn't die. Exploding 6s. It does go good. So Symbiote Storm is good. Did you get within smite range? You still are within smite range. Smite. Only a 5. That's the second smite for the turn. Oh no, I didn't get to do it out there. So 5 does cast successfully. The smite. D3. It's 1. Just the 1.
Oh, these poor brave fools.
Yep. So, the -1 to hit still active? No?
No.
Okay, good. So, exploding 6s, starting with this, targeting your blade guard. First 6. Rerolling 1s for stationary. And I only got 1 exploding 5s and 6s because you're not -1, right?
Correct.
So 2 added, 2 missed, or 2, 4, 6, so still 6 hits, and wounds on 3s. 4. On the anvils, man, you can do it.
What, that?
Nope. 3 go through.
So first one kills that guy outright. See if he shoots his pistol.
Yep. Nope.
And then, yeah, it's enough to kill the other one. No, I have to roll, no, it's 4 damage, yeah, that's enough to kill the other one as well.
That's 4.
2 each, yeah, so 1 went through, you failed 3. So the first one killed the 2 wounded model, who had 2 wounds left.
That's not a D3 one.
No, that's the,
Okay.
that's the 2 damage cast. And then I got 6 more shots. We're gonna shoot into that guy,
Which guy?
the character here,
Ancient.
ancient. Rerolling 1s, stationary, and that one went hot. So I add 3 dice to the 6 that I already rolled, so that's 9 hits.
Oh boy. This guy's going down into hail of bio whatever.
Bio bugs, exploding massy bugs. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 at 2 damage pop. -3. Plasma maggots.
7 4-ups. Nope. How much damage? 2 each? If I would have saved, rolled 1 more.
Is the librarian still in there?
Yep. And what?
This is the farthest away model.
Yep.
Firebase.
Really quick, let me. Look up the relic rule real quick.
Or minuses or whatever. You roll the 1s.
This is a crazy bug moment. This guy has been like eluding the unnatural sight of the Hive Guard the entire time.
Where? There it
And
goes.
now he's practically alone, like his will breaks. And then suddenly they can just see him perfectly all the way across the battlefield.
Go ahead.
Is he -1 to hit himself?
No, he's not -1 to hit.
Yeah.
But once per game, I can give him a 3-up invuln for the battle.
You want to do it? Because I got 10 hits from the Hive Guard.
Yeah.
Because it'll take his
Well,
normal,
it's
it goes to 5.
It's
goes
the
to
last battle anyway.
Yeah. Here you go.
The last round.
So
Last turn.
Brad, he knows he was spotted. He has a last ditch.
7 saves.
I bet he pulls
At
out
3-up
something
invul.
shaped.
D3 piece. It's 5 wounds.
And I'm out of CP, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2 go through.
2 go through. D3s. 3, 4 total. Not enough to kill him. He's still alive. He's just been wounded. This gaunt unit is going to make that second move with the Swarm Lord, and we're going to do the run.
They do that in the shooting phase?
Yeah, that's when it happens. It's called Hive Commander. Alright, and they run 4, 8, 6, 10. That's 10 inches. Can I make it?
Brutal is so far.
Yep, 10 inches. Got it. That's me. I got to be able to maintain my triangle. Or I can just move these guys up to do it. That's it. That'll call a game.
That's game?
That's game.
All right,
Well,
so
That's all. I control it. It's OS.
But hold on, charges though, because I can knock him out,
In a
and
heroic
I can knock
intervention.
and I can knock them out.
I don't think you can knock them out. You can run into him, and I can take models from back here. I think you can knock them out. You can't kill enough.
Well, he's still. This one I can attack.
So what you're saying is you want me to charge with the Diamond Karen?
No, you just said that's game, so you just.
Well, if it's like charge phase, that's the end of my shooting phase.
Yeah.
You have heroic interventions at 6 inches. with both the characters.
Mhm.
So I control 4 either way. So I control this one, control that one, control that one, control that one, control that one. I have 5.
Okay.
So it's a heroic thing. You can do it. Like try and kill this guy, maybe. You know. So and then 6 inches there. Yeah, I mean it's possible. So I should charge. I'm gonna charge your librarian. I don't want you to get on me. I'm gonna try. Last ditch effort to try and eat something because he hasn't eaten all day. Charge. He's in. Just gonna step on over there and try and munch.
This is it.
Yeah, needing 5s though. So I'm on my final bracket. 5s. Only 2, but he rerolls all hits with those sickle scything talons. Still only 2. Wounds on 2s. Woohoo! 1 wound.
You see this?
3 up invul this turn, right? Or is that phase?
Phase.
Oh, you got back to
AP?
normal. -3.
So 5s? 2 5s? 1 5.
Just 1.
Come on, Zach.
Soak
You have a
it.
2-up armor?
Soak it. Get that force.
Yeah,
point.
the armor Indominus
Armor
gives
Indominus.
+1 wound, and then 2 up, and he dies. It's flat 2?
It's flat 4.
Oh. Well, he was going to heroically intervene over there.
Yeah, kill some rippers. These are 2 damage weapons or 1 damage weapons?
2.
Do it!
Strength 3?
T3.
Or T3?
Yeah.
So on 2s?
They're gone. They're little tiny guns.
So that's 5,
Wounds?
10, well, no, 10 wounds. 5 go through. 10
Okay.
damage.
So 5 go through at 2 damage apiece, right?
Correct.
So the first one is 2. Second one is 2. Third one is 2. Fourth one is 2. Fifth one is 2. Congratulations.
Whoa!
Yeah, he is. He's actually been he's the last man standing, so he is the hero. He's the one who lives to tell the tale.
He carries back the sagas.
So what do you get for primary?
15.
15.
15. Okay, and you only charged with 1 person, right?
Correct.
So you don't get anything more, right?
Nope.
Okay, so what do you get for engaged, John? 3 more?
Yeah.
And all
Swarm
you...
ward, unit.
Hold on. I hate this thing so much. So we're going to go up to 9 on that.
Should be like, what, 90?
While we stand is 15, right?
While we stand, it's all 3 are still alive,
Mhm.
yes.
So you've got, the final score is 90 to 69. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to fix something. Hold on. It's not 90 to 69.
Fix it.
Should be more.
I thought he had his...
He's got
I don't have
his
that. I
40,
should have
9
90.
for engage on offense, 15 on while he's stand, 10 on deploy scramblers.
Shouldn't
What's
you
the
have more?
primary? I didn't get
You
very high in
maxed.
primary.
Yeah.
Did I max on primary?
Yeah.
So I should have 95. No, I didn't max on engage.
Yeah, because your first 2
My first turn, I got 0. My second turn, I got 2.
Okay.
So I'm 3. I should be 4 points down from the top.
Yeah, he should have more for engage. He should have 11.
I should have 11 for engage.
Okay. Something else?
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I should have 11 for engage.
Crazy game, guys.
That was an easy cleanup.
So,
That
if
was
you
a
guys
lot.
One model, easy cleanup.
If you guys want to head over there.
Yeah, do the wrap up
Do
here.
the wrap up real quick. Kind of go over what went wrong. We'll do-
What went wrong? Go over what went wrong.
No,
He came to the hive planet.
No, I mean, like,
No, I'm just. So, I probably could have hid the Tyranid. The main thing for me is I probably could have hid the Tyranid Flyrant a little better and let him shoot at other things in the first turn. But I really didn't have a lot of places to hide. In this form, we only have 2 deployment zone hiders, and they kind of take up a lot of space. And the ones that needed to be hidden were, to be honest, a lot of things that could have gone wrong or could have gone right that I needed to go right did go right. Seriously, there's just like the things staying alive that stayed alive, the swarm, that charge with the wolf. When that happened, that was the turning point for me. That was where I had to turn and take the momentum and run into the rest of the game.
based on how your secondaries went, Hunter, what would you still take in the? I mean, because you got
Let's
9,
see.
0, and 10.
I mean, honestly, anytime you can get 9 or 10 on a secondary, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm satisfied with that. My big thing was exactly what.
You were afraid of with the scramblers. Well, first
Yes.
off, you hadn't done scramblers yet. It's not one of your common ones.
Mhm.
So scramblers, also not knowing you could do an action after you run,
Yeah.
that does hurt because he was at a point where he could have run a turn before to get up a little farther with that guy. I did that exact same thing at the tournament in Reno. Completely forgot to issue my commander the run order to run with my infantry model, and then He killed 3. I didn't think he was going to kill 3 units coming across the line. He did.
So, I mean, that cost me 10 points. Honestly, the complete scrub for the Thunderhammer over here
Yep.
affected it because
that was the swing point, I think.
Because that Dimacharion would be dead.
Yep. And he wouldn't have done everything he did all the way along.
Yes.
He finished. He cleared that hole. He cleared this hole. He cleared that hole. He's jumped from hole to hole.
So
Picking things off.
the mistake here cost me 10 points. And then not that failed dice roll here was an 8-point swing.
Yep.
Because that would have taken 5 away from him, and it would have given me 3 points. So that would have put him at 87. I would have potentially added 13. Still would have come out as a loss right now. But him losing that Dimacharion and that Dimacharion would have definitely...
I would have had a harder time pulling the last 15 points out at the end of the battle round.
Yeah. So
that would have also been a thing.
I mean, maybe an 18-point swing there.
Would Bestial Nature would have made a difference?
I don't think so. Bestial Nature's a nice thing, but when you've got a T7 model, you might, on 21 swings, you might get, 4 is going to be your average for 6s. 4 additional hits and then still needing 5s, and you're only going to get maybe one, maybe 2 of those wounds, unless you did a Savage Fury or Savage Strike with it. I mean...
But it was still a good game.
No, it was still a fantastic game. Like I said, these games are... this move for John was
Switching back
key.
to my purple bucks.
was key for John, but I mean, still, the
heroic
entire time...
I find it the irony. Hold on. I find the irony of this. So this is the funny part. So you were undone by heroic intervention as a Space Wolf player.
Yep.
That's the irony of it. I'm laughing about it. I'm not laughing at him. But
No.
The silliness of it.
I'm
looking
laughing
back.
with you.
Yeah, I'm laughing with you. See, he's laughing. See, it works. No, that's the irony of it. The heroic intervention there and having 2 units that engaged gave me the opportunity. I don't think you calculated. You said that earlier. You didn't calculate that I had 3 command points remaining.
No.
That was pretty huge too for me being able to dump all of them. In other words, heroically intervene and reroll all the wounds. That was pretty key. That made the swing back down to 2 models there.
Well, good. Gentlemen, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was
Yeah,
still
thank you.
a
It was
great
blast.
game like always.
I got to redeem myself on my home planet because this would have been really bad. You know, I would have never heard the end of it had you
No.
beat me on my home planet.
Not a once.
Not one time.
But were you happy with your list, you Ram Hunter?
You know, I was actually pretty satisfied with it. A lot of the issues were my own folly, so I think it's a pretty solid list. But this one also depends a lot on deployment because you've got to keep those 10 Blade Guard plus the 3 characters all pretty darn close in order to get those buffs, and it's a very CP heavy list. And I spend so much CP up front, it's
Marines do that a lot.
it's really on the teeter-totter of whether or not it's beneficial versus not. But taking those 2 impulsors takes up 260 points, and you only get a 5-up invuln on it. So, yeah, that's the thing with Space Wolves is figuring out a way to deliver all the damage that it can do. And I was really debating on keeping the Wolf Guard with jump packs on the table and not deep striking them. And the whole reason I deep stroke them was to do that, and I didn't. So, I mean, it's a evolving list, and I actually am pretty happy with this list. So I want to play it
a few more times.
a few more times,
It's
learn it a
really
little bit better.
solid. I really didn't. The only thing I'm thinking that you don't have a lot of, which is one of the reasons why I chose my secondaries the way I did, I chose While We Stand because you had very little in the way of shooting. So as far as long range shooting, heavy damage shooting, very little in that aspect. So I chose the While We Stand based on that. If I see that you don't have a lot of range and you're not. If I take the fast out of the list, then that's what I was aiming for, and it worked out. But as Tyranids know, we don't take While We Stand that often unless you think you can hold it off, unless the army can stay away from. They're very fast. There's no question. Tyranids are one of the fastest army in the game right now. They really do move. As you saw, Gaunt's move from one side of the board all the way across and take 2 objectives in the following turn. Me going second, that was pretty good for that. Yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll be shut down next weekend, so we won't be streaming. But,
Mother's Day and all.
Yeah. So.
I mean, all of us have wives, and yeah.
Don't think that would go over too well.
No. That does
Just like
not
Valentine's
deposit.
Day, shut
Yeah.
That does not deposit any change in your
Or
wife's
people
love
may be
bank.
sleeping in the bunker. You know, we don't want people sleeping in the bunker.
No, this is not. There is a couch here, but we don't want to be sleeping on the couch here.